I'm the leader of the Iron Man. The night's done, you know who I am. Blades find their mark and my mind is sharp. My psionics tell you our minds are hells apart. Straightforward and honest, I'm no soothsayer, worth no more than 900. My destiny is ahead, never afraid to confront it. I'll keep everyone safe even if I won't make it. Instruments humming, our tune is loud, showing up courage, our time is now. Our Lord is boundless and together we stand proud. 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 Big man, big heart, rage and control. Proud father, wisdom with age, never selfish, never cold. Knock you out with these fists, fall to the floor. Prefer peace, don't test me, I'll even the score. Brute strength to silence enemies, they'll fall. A peaceful soul, don't hesitate to roar. Instruments humming, our tune is loud, showing up courage, our time is now. Our Lord is boundless and together we stand proud. 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 Sleek and shiny, the cat's out of the bed. Middle mate can be called ironclad. No cat and mouse, but with my prey I'll play a support animal, yeah. I'm your steel defender, no scratches on this cat, no sleek and slender, no attitude like men. I'm tired of you, so talk to my creator now. The shadows gather as I walk in shadow elf, but I hate my kin. Take your inventor, I always have the tools for the job. Rules never tidy, kind never slob. Sleep is for the weak, so I never catch a wink. If I feel tired, just down an energy drink. Master hacker, intelligent, without a doubt. Stand in my way, fuck around and find out. Proud. Instruments humming, our tune is loud, showing our courage, our time is now. Our Lord is boundless and together we stand proud. 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 Man with a voice smooth as silk, not full of hot air, I've got the skills. Air genesi, musical talent unmatched. Singing sax, playing bagpipes on blast. My music sharp like a cloud of daggers, got the moves like Jagger. I ain't no slacker, objects move when I'm around. An army of animated things who can't be brought down. I'll be your test cat, withstand this tempest. Proud. Instruments humming, our tune is loud, showing our courage, our time is now. Our Lord is boundless and together we stand proud. 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 My magic's divine, like a holy man's words. I bring the fire, like soon in a church. In the kitchen or chapel, that's where I shine. I'm the heart of the party, keeping their health in line. Pocket bacon, always stocked up, ready to share. If anyone's in need, I'm quick to be there. Divine skills, prestigious and strong, I'm the body shield. They call me Aegis, it won't be long. Proud. Instruments humming, our tune is loud, showing our courage, our time is now. Our Lord is boundless and together we stand proud. Proud.
Okay, hello. Hi, Payne. I see you got first. Congratulations. We're going to go ahead and jump in here in just a second. There we go. Make sure you guys can actually see. All right, so yeah, we're gonna go ahead and jump in, and I will try to pay attention to chat, but I usually fail at that, so feel free to chat with the players who are in here. All right. Okay. Can you guys hear me?
Yep.
Perfect.
Yep.
All right. So we'll go through our quick introduction since I've been trying to do that. So we have Xavier playing Marcus. We have Kira. We have Chaos for Kitty playing Kira. Kira's playing Kira. We have Torn playing Aegis. We have Lucy playing Bonkin. Oh, and we have, I always say Goinskin, it's not Goinskin here. K-Goins Graphics playing Tempest. And obviously I'm DMing or something. All right, so we are going to go through, the recap's pretty quick. I gave you guys XP earlier. Hopefully everybody got a chance to apply that. And assuming that we're long resting and not doing anything crazy prior to that, you can go ahead and level up. We officially have a level 10 party at this point. So because of all of the intense fighting that y'all did last week, plus roleplay, and some pretty big story uncovering, you guys received 2,720 XP, 2720. Read chat during the day, Lucy. 2720 XP. It's actually your total XP is in Discord as well, Lucy. So that did bring.
He doesn't look at my campaign shit either, so.
He does too, he says. So that does bring us to a full level 10 party, with Marcus quickly coming up on level 11 already, and Aegis right at his heels. So,
I still have like 10,000 XP to go.
well, it's better than 40,000.
Yeah, I was about to say, I'm still like 10k away.
All right, fine. Fuck you guys. No level 11. All right.
Not close at all.
Okay, so yeah, you guys last few sessions, which is kind of a first for this campaign, you guys were doing nothing but combat because you jumped into Kira's mind and found yourselves face to face with her actual demons, which is kind of crazy. So just to kind of recap the entire thing, Marcus managed to get you guys into her mind with Detect Thoughts. You found yourselves in a really weird nightmarish version of your own home where you were fighting nightmare hounds and that kind of thing. Tempest scared away a really creepy looking nightmare at the end of the hallway. Right after that, Marcus decided to try to detect thoughts within the Detect Thoughts, and you ended up in a really scary place with a long bridge over absolutely nothing. You guys are very smart about the way you went across, because if you had not done it that way, what attacked you later may have attacked you while you were trying to cross the bridge and knocked you off. So there was a door that was across the bridge. Marcus's keys unfortunately did not work. We're going to figure out where those go. But Kira was able to get in, and as soon as that happened, you were attacked by cloakers and something else that I don't think anybody actually identified in-game. Xavier knew what they were immediately. Yeah, dark mantles. So once you went into the room, it was actually a library that was covered in some weird sort of darkness. And I wanted to make sure to tell you guys this. You guys chose to use the coin that could do daylight or darkness and cheat with it, as you had learned you can. Doing so actually gave you guys an advantage. That fight should have been a whole lot more difficult, but because there was sunlight covering the entire room, all of those creatures were attacking you with a disadvantage. So if that had not happened, there would have been a whole lot more damage done to you all. But because of the way you guys do things, and because every time I think I have planned for everything, you proved me wrong, it was a lot easier than it probably should have been. Marcus snatched up Kira and pulled her the farthest she's ever been away from Min, which was kind of an interesting addition to that fight, but he brought her straight to the demon and said, let's face this thing together, which they did. You guys, I mean, really, you made pretty quick work of it. Again, with that sunlight, with that damn sunlight going up in the air, I couldn't not give you guys the advantage on that. So, once you guys finished with that, I believe Marcus cast another Detect Thoughts. Is that right? Or did you just pull them out? I don't remember. Whatever you did was successful. I remember that.
Yeah, I did have a second level spell slot pulled, so that means I would have used it to detect thoughts again.
Yeah, so in doing so, brought you back to the regular space where Min revealed that she actually was Kira's sister, or at least the memory of her is in there, which explains a lot of her behaviors. But
adopted sister, right? Like not
yes,
like yeah.
that's correct, adopted sister.
She's a high elf. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
You were able to chat with a likeness of her that was being projected through Min's eyes. After that, Min went back to being Min. It's not like this sentience is still around and able to just be, boop, and then she's projected. But she kind of made that clear, I believe. And then everybody kind of went to do their own thing. So it is my understanding. What, Marcus?
Do you have? I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I don't know.
Oh, I thought you had something. Okay.
I mean, I've got lots of things,
Oh.
but I'm going to let you finish.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I do have a very important question. Did Chandoff come back with us?
Yeah, so that was something I was going to say too. So Chandoff, for the sake of brevity, when you go run to your room in a panic, he is there in his regular corner. It's as though he has never disturbed.
I mean, mirror Chandoff, like shadow Chandoff.
Shandolph?
Shandoff. No, Shandoff did not come back.
Oh,
I thought I was going to get 2 for the price of
No,
one.
Shandoff did not come back, unfortunately. And
So Kira basically has a sentient chair running around in her brain right now.
a sentient chair, and there's also the
Only
light is
for like
on
an hour.
upstairs right now. The light is on. But whoever has the coin on their person does have the coin on their person. So you did not.
Took care of 2 of my fucking questions. Bing, bang.
Oh,
boom.
nice. All right, cool. But Kira, you do have your memories back now. You remember everything. There's no more. You can flip your light switch on and off as much as you want, and there's no trouble for you. So that's nice for you.
You're just tired of rolling behind the scenes for that.
Yeah, that's why I did that. Okay, so I know that we talked about you guys were going to have to do things for 24 hours and that kind of thing, and that we were going to do at least a long rest. But I wanted to, before I give a date and stuff, figure out where we stand right now on all of that.
I will have a couple of questions for the party before we go on long rest.
Okay.
That's kind of probably my biggest thing.
Okay, so then
Also,
we
I
won't.
asked you one more super easy question. I'm sorry, that'll be the last one.
Okay, yeah, I'll look at that when you guys are role playing, so that way I'm not holding everything up. Okay.
Just make sure these aren't questions we've already answered.
No, that's
Marcus will get pissed.
it's leveling. Oh, you mean I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Okay. So with that being said, then, it is Sunday, January 28th. It's about 1:30 now because you guys have been out of Kira's head for about 30 minutes talking with Notman.
Sorry, did you say Sunday, January 28th?
Mm-hmm.
Saturday was the 28th.
Was it? Okay. Let me
Saturday's
check
been
my
the 28th.
calendar.
Saturday's been the 28th for the last 4 sessions.
Hold on. It's to the real calendar, so let me just look at January really quick.
And if that's the case, where the fuck did Friday go? Or where did Saturday go? Because I have Friday, January 27th, Saturday, January 28th, since session 41 till today.
Okay. Well, yeah. Well, it doesn't matter. We can say that's fine. It's Sunday. That's fine. Or Saturday. Excuse me. Okay. So
Well,
it's
Is it wrong? Do I need to go back and change everything? or
No.
Okay.
So Saturday, January 28th. Any other questions or clarifications?
What time?
1:30.
PM?
Yes.
Okay, no, I don't have anything else for you. I will say this, though, just so you guys know. I took a note during session 31 that says, and I quote, "Holy shit, Min is actually Kira's friend's soul stuffed into an automaton." It was the first time I went in her head, and I started putting pieces of the puzzle together, and Candace, she didn't tell me anything until it happened, and then I was like, I fucking knew this, like, 15 sessions ago.
It's true, he did. And what did you? He said last night that I was like, huh, yeah, maybe that is the case or something like that. Like, it's very hard. He's my best friend too, guys. I tell him everything, so it's been very difficult not to reveal shit.
Kira couldn't put any of the pieces of the puzzle together because she didn't remember the girl existed, which sucked.
Marcus didn't know who the fuck she was. He was just like, yo, this ain't no normal cat. Alright, that's
I mean, we knew she wasn't a normal cat.
That's true.
You know what? That's okay. I'll give you that. That's true.
Well, I was about to say Bonkin thought that's just how metal cats act.
Well, it is as far as you know, as far as he knows.
Right.
Tempest had
Alright.
never seen a metal cat before, so just assumed like she's acting like a normal asshole cat. So I don't know.
It's true.
Kira has some weird taste. Wonder why she programmed Min like that.
Correct. Not yet. All right. So
It's gonna
since
be really weird when Kira government names her cat. So she's mad at her.
okay, so you will level, that's fine, but as of right now you didn't because we didn't do the long rest yet for those that affects. All right, so we'll let you guys pick it up at 1:30 p.m. just after the projection of Min or the projection of your sister has disappeared and Min is Min again.
So tomorrow's a lot of glyphs, right? In the wow, cat's blanking on the room. In the vault room.
Is that a question or a statement?
I think that was a plan. Yeah.
Marcus
Question,
points at the
making sure.
bag. Isn't that what all that dust was for?
Well, yes, assuming nothing else happened while you were out and about that changed that.
Oh, no. There was a small issue at the abandoned power plant in the bay, but nothing we couldn't take care of.
Oh, before things happen tomorrow, do we have any gems in any of the collection of things that we've acquired? Or have those all been sold?
We've sold everything as far as I'm aware.
I mean, aside from the diamonds I use.
Oh, of course. Give me 1 second. Let me look here.
No, I don't have any gems.
Yeah, there's nothing upstairs. I have a fossil. I still have that fossil, and I have that pair of boy shorts, the lacy blue ones. It's
No,
not-
You
I was
wearing those?
I was hoping we might have something else. I might run out today. Go to the store.
What do you need gems for? I thought we'd already gathered everything that you needed.
I have an idea.
Okay, maybe share with the class and not hide anything inside, as it has almost gotten us killed a few times here.
I have
We've
an
literally
idea.
been inside your brain.
Let's not talk about that all that much.
It just happened.
Just
Oh, it
tell
feels like so
please,
long
for
ago.
fuck's
I have an
sake,
idea
don't-
for an invention. I'm not sure if it'll work.
Okay,
I need
inventions
a
take a
gem.
long time. Let's think about the now.
Will take roughly tonight.
But isn't tonight the night you're doing wards?
That'll be tomorrow. I'm gonna have to spend some time and actually figure out even how to play a ward again. That'll take me a few hours. I need to memorize the spell again.
Zachary would speak up at this point and he'd say, actually, I'm pretty sure you guys gave this to me at one point. If you need a gem and it's gonna help things move along.
Master Aegis, what's the value of that thing so I can pay the man in coin?
No, that's okay. Just consider it my contribution
Hey.
as a party member, and he'll it's a little
Aegis
ruby.
begins appraising it.
Okay, it's
He's not the greatest at it, but he's gonna try to appraise this thing.
sure. Go ahead and give me an investigation check. Yeah, it's worth between 100 and 150 gold.
100, 150, somewhere in there. You'd have to go to somebody else to really know.
Can I
How
take a
about-
look and see if it'll work?
Here, go ahead.
Oh, that should actually be a 13.
Right.
Sorry,
'cause yeah, no,
everybody
that's okay.
leveled.
Yeah. So, you feel like that would be fine.
This should work just fine. Would you please take some coin for it?
Oh, he will. I've already transferred 125 gold to his account.
Damn it, Marcus. Thank you. And he'll slide
What do
the
you-
ruby over.
So what's the gem for? What are you trying to make?
I'm going to infuse it into Min and see if I can use it to make her a little bit stronger.
Oh no, that is an
Okay.
idea.
I know.
Should we still go through with the idea of taping a knife to her tail
Yes,
as well? Cool.
absolutely.
Nice.
Just after, so I can make sure this works first.
Right. So I'm going to bring the vault upstairs, the one that we have, and when the other vault arrives, I'll make sure that it gets up there as well. In the meantime, do what you need to do as far as the wards are concerned. Master Aegis, I don't see why you shouldn't be able to hallow the ground within that room at the same time, just as long as you're not crossing your circles. I don't know how it works. Either way, the quicker we can do it, the better. I'm going to start researching and trying to figure out where the hell we need to go for the next crystal.
Well, I won't even need to be in the room, potentially. This thing is like I think it's big enough that it'll go across the entire house, at least the width of it.
Oh. Alright. Yeah.
So
Whatever.
our entire house will be hallowed ground? Is that what you're saying?
Most of it. I would have to do a second casting to get the back half of the house.
Is my room in the circle? Oh, the back half? No, it won't be.
Well, as long as it gets the room with the vaults, that's what is most important, of course. If you need
Does
to
that just
lean
mean
it-
like demons can't get in here, or does that mean like nothing
Well,
that we say?
it means a lot of things. I can explain more once I've actually taken the time to speak with Soon and learn the actual incantation for this.
Okay, everybody was so sure of this about 6 hours ago. Marcus
it'll
gets up
work.
and pushes his chair in, but everybody needs to apparently research how to do these things first. So I've contributed on my end. You're welcome for my service, if you'll excuse me. And he shuts the door and goes upstairs.
I should probably drop off me gold and sort myself out. If you need help with anything, I can't do magic-y stuff like y'all do, but I'll help if you need anything for your magic.
Yeah, and same for me. If there's anything I can do to help with setting all that up, or if my only way to help is to just stay the fuck out of the room, then I'm fine with that as well. I think while you guys,
Musical
if you don't need
accompaniment.
me, what?
Musical accompaniment.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I can play something for you.
That's a great idea.
Yeah, I'll play some nice soothing focus music. You know,
Is it that?
lo-fi beats.
What that one? I was about to make. Yeah. Is that how you say it? Lo-fi?
Lo-fi beats. Yeah.
I thought it was like Luffy or something.
No. Lo-fi.
All right, the dash made it look
Low
really
fidelity,
weird.
I think it stands for actually.
I don't know what that means.
Neither do I. All right. Well, I'm gonna go upstairs. I'm gonna go give Gail a call, and then I think I'm just gonna kind of rest for the rest of the day.
Oh, well, here you go, Tempest. And here's one from Marcus, if you could drop it off for him. And he'll go ahead and hand you 2 paninis.
Oh, thank you. What kind of paninis are they?
I'm not going to lie, I just call them paninis. I don't actually have a list of what's all on them.
Mystery panini. Okay, fair enough.
Mystery.
It's a tomato mousse panini. How about that?
Okay.
That works.
Okay.
Speaking of, I might go to this mall thing Mr. Zachary has told me about. I do still want to buy
give me a,
gift for me friend. And didn't you want to buy a fish
yes.
tank?
Yeah,
Mr.
I
Tempest?
still need a fish tank for for a Zoople. That's
You don't have to do that.
If you want, I can go and probably find
that's
you
fair.
one. I can
Nah.
see how big Jupiter is.
No, it's okay.
Okay.
He needs to test drive it.
Ah, true. I guess.
That's true. That is true.
Make sure it's the right
Okay.
size.
All right, and
Okay.
do you want to go with? I guess.
Okay.
To the mall? Yeah, all right, let's go. Let's go to the mall. Maybe, well, you, me, and Kira, you need to go to the mall? Or Kira doesn't need to go to the mall anymore, do you? Because you got what you need?
Not unless the tattoo artist is at the mall.
Mr. Zachary, do they have tattoo artists at the mall?
Just keep in mind, guys, that you haven't taken your long rest yet. So you
I know.
okay.
So all those
I-
level ups are moot.
I know.
Yeah,
I was figuring we could do, for sake of brevity, kind of mall visit. Just like all Tempest needs is just to, get the fish tank, and then that's it for him.
Okay. Yeah, I'll figure out what that would cost. Give me a second.
Yep, and Kara can just go with. She doesn't need to get anything. But she'll enjoy leaving the house for a little bit. And
I also-
enjoying the sun.
I also did remove my level up just in case, so.
Yeah, I was about to say, all Aegis is doing at this point was going ahead and making little paninis for lunch for everybody, and then going ahead and meal prepping.
Okay. All right. So, Tempest, I'm assuming you'd get like a large terrarium, like a pretty
Yeah.
large one.
Yeah,
Okay.
I
So,
don't know what that's like. 15 gallons. I don't know. That's a lot, isn't it? I don't know.
let's see. So,
15 gallons for a tank is actually
not
a pretty
much.
small.
yeah,
it's
135
Is that
would
pretty
be
small?
like 135 would be like a huge one.
I'll get the huge one then. Yeah.
Okay.
Zoople's what? Like Zoople's like pug sized. We kind of agree
Yeah,
on that?
yeah, he's like
Yeah.
pug sized. Yeah. Yeah.
In
So,
that case, I would say 150, maybe 200 even gallon.
Okay. Yeah.
all right.
Whatever.
So in
200
that,
gallon. I got the money for it.
so it'll be. Hold on. I'm just doing. I have a converter.
Gold
Okay, so
to
it'd be-
terrarium.
Yeah, gold to terrarium. No, dollars to gold. So it'll be 11 gold.
Easy.
Yeah, it's not very expensive. It's not very expensive. So and then nobody else is Bonkin, were you hitting the store too?
Yeah, I want to buy 3 things. One of them is maybe like a child's engineering kit, like semi-advanced one, because Henry says his kids already built some stuff.
Okay.
And the second one would be a kind of, I guess, just fancy-looking soccer ball, maybe like those fold-up goal posts.
Okay.
And the last one will be, well, I already ordered a paint thing from them, but I guess for now he'll probably just buy like a kid's paint or like a canvas. He'll buy a canvas.
Okay, so for all of that it will be you know what, Tempest? I'm sorry. I was 1-0 off. It was 110 gold. I was looking at the wrong one.
That makes more sense.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then Bonkin, for yours, it will be. Oops. Okay, for your stuff, it's gonna be 8.5.
How much silver is into 1 gold?
10.
Is it 10?
10 to 10.
Yeah.
In any direction you go. 10 to 1, not 10 to 10.
All right, cool. I removed 8 gold and 5 silver.
Thank you. Okay. All right. So sake of brevity, you guys head to the mall. Marcus, I know that you had a couple things you wanted to do. Did you want to sake of brevity your stuff, or did you want to go through it? I don't know what you were planning on.
He's going to ask her if she knows anything about a fucking eldritch entity, any sort of cult or temple, and or anything about a temporal anchor.
Okay, you're good with me revealing what you did then? Okay. Okay, so Marcus, you successfully make it out of the building with nobody noticing. And you head over toward Apothecary. Hold on one second. you go on the map? Oh, there you are.
Oh, you don't even have to do a map change or anything.
Okay. All right.
If
So
it's just her, is it just her and I in there?
yeah, it's just you two.
Oh yeah, then that's fine.
Yeah.
If there's somebody else, maybe. But
Okay. So yeah, you get there and she's actually like going through scrolls. She's like just looking through them as you walk in and starts her spiel, sees that it's you and looks up and goes, "Oh, hi, Marcus. Back so soon?"
has it really been? When did I see you last? Today?
I think it was.
I think it was literally this morning, wasn't
I
it?
think it was this morning, yes, about 11 o'clock or so.
Holy shit, it has been an interesting couple of brain weeks. Yes, question for you. My companions are off doing fuck knows what at this point. I haven't got a whole lot of time here, but I do need some information, and you are the one who I trust the most with these questions, so I was wondering if I could maybe tickle your brain with a few of them. I'll pay you. I don't have a whole lot of coin left, but I'd happily trade a beholder skull or a fossil
No.
for information.
I will tell you if you don't bring those things here.
Oh, okay. Well, that's a fair trade to me. Question number one. Well, let me back up. We are looking for some objects of power, which we've already discussed previously, a couple visits ago, I believe. We are currently not interested in fucking with a time dragon in any way, shape, or form, or at least I know I'm not, and I'm sure my friends will not go where I do not, at least in the instance of a time dragon. But we are looking for something referred to as a void sphere and something referred to as a temporal anchor. We've been led to believe that this void sphere is currently in possession by some sort of cult or temple of an eldritch entity. Seems very warlocky to me. And we've also heard of something about this temporal anchor being used in some sort of market to make gains, to like manipulate a market. I don't... Look, if you haven't figured it out yet, finances are not my strong suit. So making gains and profit and whatnot, not quite sure. Does any of this ring a bell to you? Anything you've heard whispers about? Anything even remotely close? Temples to eldritch entities, cultists, any leads?
Well, so the void sphere does sound kind of familiar, actually.
I don't like that you have a familiarity with it, but
That's mostly
continue.
legends, but there was I don't know, I don't actually know the exact dates. Again, it's a legend, but a long time ago there was a cosmic event known as the Great Tear. And that's where the void sphere supposedly came from. There was an attempt at the time to shatter it in an attempt to control time and space, but it sort of backfired and created a vacuum of sorts.
Okay. Thank you for the legend. No idea, happen to know any warlocks who hear whispers from beyond the realm?
Like from...
Oh, fuck, I don't know where they get their information. I don't really like to dabble with them because of their pacts. But...
I don't know much about warlocks, but you're asking about cultists.
Cultists, temples, anything, anybody who may... Look, if I were to worship some eldritch entity, I'd probably do it pretty brazenly. Know of anybody who might be pretty open about feeling like they're speaking to something from the beyond?
Well, I'll be honest with you. A lot of times when people are looking for things that have to do with legend, or even things that have to do with long lost religion, they end up in the desert because it used to be very populated up there.
Damn it.
Lots of temples, lots of...
Yes. That's the second time we've heard of that. And I had a vision of a temple, and there's been all sorts of things, but the problem is, I don't know where the hell it is. Do you know where the... Marcus stops now. And Kevin just had a clicking point. Do you happen to have any old maps of that desert area that you might be able to help me identify where at least at one point in time, freestanding Temple of Ospensa was?
She'll turn her monitor, like her computer monitor, so that you can see it as well, and she starts typing.
Oh.
And she she is able to pull up. It looks to be a hand-drawn map. It's not like the GPS maps that you've seen, or even the stuff that's on your visor that you've used. But what would we call them? Goggle maps or something. But this does look like it's hand-drawn, and it does look pretty old. And there are actually, and I can get you an actual visual, but there are actually. She points out, so this, it says that this was a temple of Apenser at one point, but she's like trying to scroll in on it, and she's trying to see if there's any more detail.
No, scroll back out. Scroll out as far as you can get.
She does.
Okay, now with my knowledge of the lay of the land and my knowledge of the city and the surrounding areas, can I attempt to do some cartography to this here and maybe like try a
It's survival. Yep, go right ahead.
I am not good at survival, but I'm gonna fucking try. Nope. Correction, zoom back in. I don't know why it looks as grainy as it does.
Okay, well, let's see.
Oh, I know what it is. Marcus picks the monitor up and sets it on its back. Much more like a map now. And he tries to like smooth the edges out.
You can do another survival attempt. And
even fucking worse. Look, this ain't my ballpark, okay?
All right, we'll take a DM
unplug
inspiration and take a good one, because that was a very Marcus thing to do, to lay the damn monitor down and try to smooth it out. Well, it looks to me, if it really needs to be a Penser,
Well, it doesn't need to be Alpensa, but I had a vision of an old abandoned temple, and Alpensa deals with things of the mind, and the mind deals with things from the great beyond, and the great beyond is the void, and the void sphere, now that I'm putting all of these pieces together, makes a hell of a lot of sense. So maybe we're on to something, maybe we're not.
Okay.
See, this is why I came to you. You're the smartest person I know. Except me.
Well, she taps her head. Okay, well...
Marcus adjusts his visor.
So my thought is... And she'll, I guess kind of like what we have on here, she'll use like a drawing tool, like a measuring tool. It looks like this one... It's maybe 2.5, 3 miles northeast if you head straight toward the desert out of town. Assuming that this map is correct, of course.
But maybe it is, maybe it isn't. Only one way to find out. Now let me ask you this. Are there any other abandoned temples? Any other temples on this map that you can see that I'm not maybe seeing correctly?
So she does point, there's 3 different spots. Though there's one that's like way up to the north in the desert. That appears to be a temple, an old temple. To the west, almost directly west of the Apenser temple, there's one, and she points it and it says that this is ruins, so I don't know how useful that would be to you.
Well, doesn't hurt to try. Where do the tales tell of the time dragons, Leia being?
Oh, the time dragon. So she's scrolling through and like reading a little bit. Let me pull up my notes. Hold on a second. Yeah, go ahead.
While Candace does that, Marcus, you're gonna get a message, really badly written, as Bonkin's messages tends to be, because he writes the way he speaks. It's gonna say,
Mr. Marcus, sorry to bother you with whatever you're doing in your room,
because I think we left before you did.
Anyway, I wanted to, since you said you were doing research, I was thinking maybe we should ask the magic teacher at the fancy uni building, or maybe Mr. Kanua. Oh wait, I think you changed his name, and that's where it ends. Name.
Okay. As the message comes in and we're looking down at this, Marcus kind of like grabs his visor and he just puts it up so he doesn't have to look at it. Right. So where was this?
Okay. So it looks, well, I don't know if it's in this temple or not, but it does say there's been some temporal activity in this area, and she circles where the northernmost temple is at, but it's a pretty wide circle. It looks like they've found temporal activity in this area, but it's about a 3-mile radius area, so which makes sense, I guess, for dragons.
I wouldn't be surprised. Dragons are very territorial, and if that's what its place of origin is, and that's where, well, no, I'm staying the fuck away from that place because no fucking thank you. Any tales in the city of that dragon making itself known here in any aggressive manner?
No, actually, that's why they started trying to discover that area up there, because there were, you know how it goes when there's stories and legacies and legends, and everybody wants to try to find the newest, coolest thing. So sometimes random people will go into the desert and they'll find random things, tomes, artifacts, that kind of thing. But there's never been any aggression from what many people have expected as a dragon from that area. It's bored.
Wonderful. Well, this has been lovely. Marcus puts his visor back down and sets it to take a picture, and he's gonna pick the whole fucking monitor up. I'm assuming he probably like yanks the fucking cords, maybe knocks over the speaker, holds it up to his face, and then Marcus is going to realize that Tempest sent him a message. I'm gonna set the monitor back down and I'll open it. What is it?
It's just a meme. It's I couldn't think of anything really good off the top of my head. It's just, it's a meme of actually it's probably more of a webcomic of like cyanide and happiness or something like that. It's just absolutely inappropriate for what you're trying to focus on right now.
There's an audible from Marcus. Wow, that's dark, Master Tempest. My gods. And then I'll quickly switch to voice to text. Or, yeah, it'll be voice to text, and I'm going to send him a reply that says, "Good gods, I didn't realize you could make suicide so fucking funny. Terrible. Absolutely terrible." And then I'll send it.
Hello.
Oh, well.
I'll send it, and then I take the picture really quick, pull the visor up, and go, "Sorry you had to hear that.
Me too.
Thank you for your assistance. That's honestly all I needed."
If I hear anything else, now I'm curious, so I'll see what I can research too, and if I find anything, I'll send you a message.
Fair enough. What do I owe you for the information?
Nothing. Just don't bring the illicit anything here.
Fair enough. Marcus will pull his backpack off, swirl it around. As he opens it, a fucking brain pops out of it because Sundamar is in the backpack.
That's right.
And so he pops out.
You'll hear a little yelp, and she'll fall off of the step stool she's standing on at the counter.
Nope, don't worry. He's well fed. No need to fear. Sundamar, can you please get me the one of those the keys, the ones with the question mark on it? I'm assuming he jumps back down into the backpack, and then like one of his little tentacles comes out holding the key.
Yeah.
I'll take it. I have a shitload of these, and they don't seem to open at fuck all. So consider this payment, and I'll put the key on the table and slide it over to her. It opens something. No fucking idea what it is, but this one's yours. Maybe you'll have better luck than I have.
Well.
All right. Marcus will Sundamar back in, latch it up.
Are you sure? Because you adventure more than I do. Maybe you can just bring me something cool you find when it does finally open something? Not to keep.
No, you told. Well, no, of course I wouldn't do that. I told you I'd bring you a Beholder Skull. You told me not to bring that.
That's
here.
not.
I literally have an entire thing.
I believe that.
I have a fossil. Do you know what a trilobite is?
Oh, I do know what a trilobite is.
I have that fossil.
That's cool. Those are pretty rare. Those are mostly out in the desert too.
Yeah, that's what I heard actually. I'd assumed they were somewhere out there. At this point, Marcus is backed up almost all the way to the door. He quickly throws the backpack on, turns, and walks out. Key on the table.
Okay. As you're walking out, she'll say, "Oh, tell Aegis I say hi."
The door swings back open, and Marcus peeks his head in. Oh, I will.
She has the key, and she sort of waves it in the air as she's saying bye.
All right, I go home.
All
I
right.
just respond to Bonkin.
Okay. Okay. Aegis, it's still good.
And
Okay.
I'm going to use an inspiration on that.
Okay, that's probably a good idea considering. All right, so oh no.
It was literally another 4.
You got one of Marcus's inspirations.
Welcome to my fucking world, man.
Oh man.
Well, good thing that was the test cook. That's all I can say.
Yeah, no shit. That would have ended very poorly. Or could have, I guess.
I very specific messaged like 2 questions. 1, do I need to roll survival to see if this is still good? And 2, do I need to roll survival to test cook to see if he knows how to prepare this and everything?
Yeah. Yeah, so you prepare it. It's not your best work, but it doesn't taste bad. It doesn't smell bad. It's just not the you could do better. Not up to your own quality, your own standard of quality. All right, so everybody Marcus, are you just going in the front door when you get home?
So here's the thing. I'm out of psi points, so I can't leap back up through my window. I can feather fall out of it, but I can't go back the way I came. So, yeah, I just walked through the fucking back door.
Okay.
But I don't say anything. I just go upstairs.
Yeah, only Aegis and Zachary are there, but when you get home, because it was a pretty, well, you walked though. I would say, hold on, I'm gonna roll dice and let them decide.
I will say I'm fast as fuck and I'm
Right.
strong. But he would not have been running home.
Right. Hold on one
Not in that
second.
armor. That's only on Mondays and Wednesdays.
Okay, yeah, you make it. Man, that would have been nice for one of your fucking goblin keys. It was a 98. Yeah, you make it home just...
The one I just fucking gave up.
Yeah, right? Just before everybody gets home from their mall trip, you actually manage to get home. You walk past Aegis and Zachary's just like, oh, okay. And he's just sitting there munching on... Aegis is just like putting more and more little snacks on the table as he's cooking and keeping Zachary happy while he's cooking. And
Yeah,
Zachary's
Marcus
just...
will snag like 2 or 3 pieces of pocket bacon off the table, off the bowl.
Perfect.
Bowl.
All right. Okay, so everybody gets back to the house. Marcus, when you get back in your room with Sundamar, he like pops out of your backpack and sort of grossly scrambles up onto the desk. Well, it's not gross. I just think he's gross.
Pretty fucking gross.
No, he's pretty fucking he's slick.
Yes, it's disgusting.
He's a literal brain with tentacles and legs.
It's so gross, man. I was grossed out the whole time I made that thing. And he'll sit, I guess, on the desk and look at you and say, "You need rest."
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. But it's like 3 o'clock in the afternoon. If I go to sleep now, I'm in a lot of trouble because I'll just be up at midnight. So.
What did you see?
Well, I've seen a lot of things. What are you talking about exactly? I've seen pretty much everything you've seen.
In the girl's head.
Oh, you already know what I saw in her head. You've been eating those nightmares for the last fucking 4 days. We faced the actual demon. Definitely more than a demon, I think. Much more of a nightmare than anything else. Saw a lot of faded memories come back into physical manifestation. I'll show you. Tonight when I rest, you have your fill and then some. I'll show you everything, the good and the bad.
Do you want to still remember? That's the first time he's asked that.
Yes. I'd like to keep remnants, scraps with me, just in case. I think that we've solved her problem for now, but just in case we haven't, I need to be able to pick apart her mental undoing, so that if it needs to be intervened again, I can do so. But still, eat your fill. There's plenty, trust me.
He just kind of like nods, but it's like his whole body because he doesn't have a head.
Do me a favor, though. While you're in there, I want you to look back very specifically at the conversation that was just had with the lady at Abric Apothecary. I want you to do some internal research and just see if your own mind rings any truth or detail from this abandoned Temple of Ospensa, the ruins to the west of that, or the temple far to the north in the desert. See if you can glean some more information for me. I'd like to be as productive as possible while these people are taking their 48 hours.
He does like a weird, almost little dance in excitement, and he says, research? Yes, research.
Research, and my mind is your almanac.
Ooh.
I think I just used the word almanac incorrectly, Professor, but let's keep that to ourselves.
You did, and I will.
Wonderful. Suppose I maybe should get a couple extra hours of shut-eye, huh?
Yes.
All right, Marcus will strip down of all of his armor to his sweatsuit, and he's just gonna
Boy shorts.
climb in bed. Yeah, he's got he uses that like a little blankie. He just holds on to those. Those are special. He'll go and lay down. I'm gonna lock the door, and then I'm also going to take the chair in the bottom of the room down here, and I'm gonna prop it up and underneath the door handle so nobody can get in.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna lay down and just tell Sunamar, it's all yours. And then I will open the network, and I will let him do what he's got to do.
For the sake of me remembering, there's a chair. Okay. So he...
How did you get a hold of a chair so fast? Oh, it's because of Tempest.
I have many objects in my in my assets.
I was about to say, yeah. She has a chair, a couch, a nightstand, a lamp.
Gotta keep it all animatable.
Set. Yeah, like there is the entire cast of Beauty and the Beast ready to be animated.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. Hey, that's how Kira's head should have looked. Okay, so so the professor he does the usual. He takes his place on your bed and prepares to eat your nightmares pretty much. But this time it's kind of weird because as he's going through the conversation that you just had with Umi, you actually see it kind of rewind, and he like replays certain portions of it. And you can hear his presence in your mind. He usually you won't hear him because you're sleeping and he wants to let you rest, but every so often you'll hear like a, oh yes, almost like he's excited or he's figuring something out.
I'd even subconsciously be like, yep, keep a hold of that, and if you need to, I took a picture. Fast forward about 15 seconds and I hold the whole thing up to my face for about 8. And I'll let him kind of like, get to the point where I hold the whole monitor up and I do a full scan of it so that it's, in my mind.
Go ahead and give me an investigation check with advantage. Because you're helping with this investigation and research now.
Oh. I'm really good at investigation. Not if I roll 2 fucking 6s, I don't. I'll tell you what, I'm gonna burn my fucking inspiration.
Okay.
Fucking bitch. I have a +8 to investigation. I'm not taking a fucking 14. And the dice say a 20.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Yep.
Take that.
Okay, excellent. So, okay, so before we jump too far ahead here, is anyone doing anything wacky or crazy after you get back from the mall, or is everyone kind of chilling?
Nothing crazy. Tempest is just gonna call, like I said, Gail. Just chit chat.
Okay, and
that's about it.
she's super happy to have you calling her, and she's She's like, what have you been doing? What have you guys been killing? What have you been like? She's like really into.
I would just like dump everything that he's experienced in the past like day to her, and it's like a therapy session for Tempest because he saw some shit.
She listens really, really well, and then and she doesn't pass any judgment during a conversation. You get things like, oh, that must have been really hard, or I bet that was really scary. Like she's actually listening and trying to be helpful. Kira.
Mine's just a car ride conversation with Aegis, and it's more of a quick question.
Aegis would not have left. He would have
and I
been
guess
at the house.
You're right. It would be when we got back. Should walk in. Aegis, do you have a lot of spells that you have to like really focus on?
Not really. I mean, a couple.
Tempest, do you?
Tempest is probably in his room.
Calls
But,
Tempest, puts it on speakerphone.
Hang on, Gail. I got a call coming through.
It's Garrison bitch sometimes.
Oh, yeah.
By the way,
speaking of fucking nightmare fuel, Kira's on the line. I'll get right back to you.
yeah, by the way, Kira comes into the kitchen. Aegis is working on like 3 different. There is like berries off on one thing. There's shrimp on another thing. Chicken on another thing. Like he has so much meal prep going on right now. It's not even funny.
She is totally going to try and like snag some of the food as she's in the kitchen. It's not subtle. But yeah, calls Tempest.
Yes, Kira?
Do you have any spells that you have to put a lot of like focus into?
Do I have a lot of spells to put a lot of focus into? You mean like that I need to think about to keep going?
Yeah.
Well, the blender thing is a thing that I need to think about really hard. Yeah, I got a few things. Why?
Okay, then I need your clothes before you go to bed. Thank you. Click.
Okay. And Tempest will get back on the call with Gail. Like that was a fucking weird conversation.
Therapy things.
Was it more nightmare stuff?
Probably.
Oh no. All right, anybody else doing anything?
Yeah. So for Bonkin's time, he's basically gonna, when he gets home, he's gonna put most of his stuff in his room, including most of his gold. He'll probably put it in his safe.
I think it was Ellie's album.
He will then.
Yeah, that was her. Oh, it was her head.
Probably go outside and smoke for a little bit. If Zachary comes out, then he'll tell him, and is curious. He'll tell him what the fuck happened in there, and that really, I guess, bonk in a way.
Yeah,
And
Zachary would join you for the night, or I guess afternoonly smoke. He usually goes out with you.
And then Bonkin will essentially go into maid mode and start cleaning the house. He'll obviously leave the kitchen because that's Aegis' territory, and not go into any rooms unless asked.
Okay. You feel pretty good about that, especially since you just saw a bunch of shadowy, nightmare shit in another form of the house. You're like, I feel like I need to scrub this place clean.
Especially where the horses die.
Yeah, yeah. There is no hole in the wall, by the way, where that one busted through, just for the record. Everything is normal here. Okay. So Marcus. Sundamar, rather than like telling you things, since you guys are linked, he sort of shows it to you. So what you get is he does confirm that the Great Tear occurred, and it did create the Void Sphere. The reason that it occurred was because when the person who caused it was trying to change time and space, it ripped a hole, it ripped a tear in time and space. So during that, there were actually fragments that were fragments of void fragments that were scattered across the plains, and there also appears to have been a pocket plane that got created. The void sphere, what it can do is unravel and reweave the threads of time. Destroying it would have fractured time across all, like any universe, and lead to anomalies and distortions. Blah, blah, blah.
I love how you kind of just said, like, it can destroy all time and space,
Yeah.
blah, 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 you
Blah
know,
blah
whatever.
blah, you know. And then then the other part that he shows you is, oh, actually you got a 27. So when the void sphere settled in the pocket plane, it started to draw in energy from the surrounding void, and gradually it created a very large monster, but he's not able to figure out what the monster is. It's something very big. And honestly, just thinking about it makes both of you feel fearful. Whatever this creature is bound to the sphere by its very life force.
Okay.
So yeah, so as he's going through, he does also confirm that that temple of a Penser is where you want to be. However, it's no longer a temple of a Penser. He's able to show you an image. The icon of a Penser is shattered in a diagonal, and he says, "The shattered veil."
Does the term the shattered veil mean anything to me, or
You know what,
is
since
it just a generic?
Since you got a 27, yeah. So, again, he doesn't tell you. It kind of just comes to you in a wave of information. So, the name reflects the cult's obsession with breaking the barriers between reality and the realms of madness. And then you hear Tharizdun, Tharizdun.
Okay, hold on. You give me a lot of information.
Yeah,
really
I
fast.
know. That's why I was
Okay,
trying to go
hold
slow
on, hold on,
before.
hold on. What was the name?
It's Tharizdun.
Now, me as a player feels like that sounds very devil or demonic in nature. Does Marcus have any idea what the fuck, what the nature of that name may be? Like what background I speak? Undercommon, infernal, elvish, common, and telepathy.
Give me a religion check.
Oh, not good. Well, maybe. No. 13.
13. So I can tell you what you know. You know that that doesn't sound like a deity, like a god that you've ever heard of before. But when you hear the name, you do get the sense of religion.
Okay. When he once we finish up that bit of information, because I'm sure at this point, being comatose, I have no idea like what the time looks like.
Yeah.
So Marcus would just like, as soon as we get that information, I'm just gonna say, Professor, you have done good work. Now, feast on anything your heart desires, and thank you. And I will open the network up to like the mid recesses of my own psyche, and I will let him to go back like 200 years.
Oh wow. Okay. So yeah, you'd feel that he'd explore for sure. And he obviously doesn't consume anything permanently. You still have all your memories, but he definitely explores and goes back, but not too deep. Like it feels like he's still trying to be respectful. All right. So. Okay, so everybody will get a long rest. So now we are officially a party at level 10.
Just before we did long rest, Tempest would have dumped off like a pile of like dirty clothes at Kira's door.
I need your armor.
Oh,
I do
Okay.
gloves.
To be fair, she said clothes.
leather.
Yeah.
You did say clothes.
Mhm.
Oh, okay. Yeah. All right. He'll grab his, what do we call them? Riding leathers. Yeah.
Awesome. You can have these back in the morning. I hope you like it.
Okay. Thanks. Appreciate it. Are you like, what are you doing?
I'm gonna make them better. Actually, I'm going to indirectly bake the blender better. I hope.
Oh, nice. Okay, cool. All right. Well, yeah. Have fun. Oh, if you could you like do some like cool like rhinestones on there too?
Do you have rhinestones?
No.
Get me rhinestones. I'll add rhinestones. Until then, no.
Oh, okay. Yeah. All right. I'll go find some rhinestones. You have them all tomorrow.
All right. So, you guys get your long rest. It is now the morning. For some, morning starts at 4:30. For others, it's not until 8. So we can maybe put it at a happy 6 a.m. right now.
Earliest.
Yeah.
When I wake up, does Sundamar seem like satiated? Like, does he wake me up like normal, like bouncing and full of energy, or is he like fat and fucking grubby fingered from sitting at the all-you-can-eat buffet like for 7 hours?
He seems a little more sluggish than usual, but not like fat and unable to move like, like a really fat little dog.
Do I still have all my memory?
You do. He did not
Okay.
take anything from you. He shared.
Okay. I'll pick him up off my chest then, and I'll walk him back over to the table, and then I'll be like, you know what, Professor? You should probably just, here. And I'm gonna set him... Oh, I can't set him on the couch because it looks like it's gonna put him underneath it. Yeah, it looks like it's gonna put him underneath it. So I'll just put him down over here.
Okay.
Because there's like a couch that you added to my room to the...
Yeah, that's right.
It's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. So I'll just put him down here and be like, this is where you belong now. The table's too hard for your sensitive feet and bottom. Thank you for respecting my privacy and for helping me understand what to make of whatever the hell we're about to get ourselves into. I'll probably be back up later because I think we're literally just about to start an entire day of us doing absolutely fucking nothing.
He'll bounce excitedly in the chair when you place him there. And then he says, "Welcome. Research anytime."
I'm gonna go get breakfast. I'll be back. Marcus will leave.
Okay. I think Zachary would probably be in his room, honestly.
So Marcus, knowing that Aegis is not going to be here and that he meal prepped, I will go to the fridge and I will pull out a breakfast meal prep container. And
Which you can see what is in that meal prep container on Discord.
Yeah, I put it
Okay.
all in Discord.
I will get it out and I will microwave it and then I will sit down and I will begin to consume.
Okay.
Got it. Oh, you motherfucker. Oh my god.
Look at
Oh,
that.
yeah.
Dude. Jesus
Oh my
Christ.
gosh. He made white
That
borscht.
looks awesome.
Wow. Well, I'm hungry.
Borscht
All right.
looks fantastic.
Yo, I literally make that once a year. It's actually called Polish Easter egg soup.
It's so
it's
good.
It's a very, very traditional Polish dish. It's fucking phenomenal.
I remember you talking about it, and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna make that one of the meal prep things
Oh, it's
just
so good.
because.
It's so good, and that is a great picture.
It is a great picture. And Aegis, go ahead and take another inspiration because that was that was above and beyond there for those pictures. I love that.
I'm
All right.
I'm not gonna lie, I did spend about 10-15 minutes straight just finding pictures and having to convert
You
them over
created a
to shit.
menu. I love that. All right. Okay. So, for sake of brevity, a couple hours go by. People are starting to wake up. What's the intent for today? Is everybody good with sake of brevitying the day? What are we thinking?
I mean, if it's a whole day of them just doing rituals, I have no interest in sitting in.
Mm-hmm.
I'll just do push-ups all day.
Yeah, for sake of brevity for Tempest, he probably would be like, all right, well, if you guys don't need me, really, I mean, like, he'll play maybe some music for them and get bored and be like, I'm going to go hang out with Gail.
I had a feeling that was going to be the case. Okay.
And you do get your armor back first thing. Also, Min notably has the ruby like in her chest now, or on her chest rather, which is a thing that I'm very excited about.
Bonkin, I was gonna say I was gonna go give Henry. Yeah, actually, he'll go give He'll ask Zachary to take him to Alpha League, and he'll give Henry the gifts for his kids and grandkids. And then he'll ask Mark when he comes back. He'll probably ask Marcus, if he wants to go for a run.
Oh, that's good.
Just to stay active. And other than that, he's just gonna be around the house doing stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, Marcus would absolutely go for a fucking run. I'll run all day. Put on my black sweatsuit so nobody can tell I'm sweating.
Perfect.
Bonkin does not.
He does not put on a sweatsuit. I assumed as much.
Yeah, and
He is a
also I'd like to think the running thing kind of goes as well, because the only thing I got from level 5 in Barbarian is 2 HP and 10 feet extra running speed. So I got extra running from that.
Okay, cool. So Aegis, you are doing Hallowed Ground, and Kira, you are doing Glyphs. Is that correct?
Yep, I can only do 2 today. Also, DM question, can I read 2 more hours of my book before bed? And then 2 hours today. Since I don't need too long rest, or I don't need 8 hours.
That's fine. Yeah,
Cool.
that's fine. Oh, it does. It does. Yeah. Yeah, that's fine, because you could have easily done the other stuff you did within that time. So
That's literally instantaneous
right.
for all of that. So.
Yep. Okay, so yeah, that is a nice roll, Tempest, for HP. All right, so you're glyphing this room, correct?
Yep, 2 glyphs today. More tomorrow if they want more.
Okay. All right, 1 second. Yeah. All right, so which 2 glyphs are you casting today?
I'm scrolling to the spell so I can actually, look at my things. I didn't think about this. I can pose that to the party.
You can just...
Oh yeah, I can also store a prepared slot if we wanted to do that.
Just send me which ones they are in a message, and we'll move on. But I did create... I do have these. Hey, Seru. Okay, so Kira, these will be what end up showing up to the Arcane Eye after you are done. And then Aegis, yours is a 24-hour thing, right?
He is going to be up at 6 a.m. and he is going to be completed casting at 6 a.m. tomorrow.
Okay. All right, got it. So just do me a favor and... Are you excluding any of the types of creatures that are listed in the spell?
Quick clarifying question just to make sure. for mainly for the effect of like tiefling ASMR, would they be affected, or would
Or
it have
humanoid.
to specifically be?
Yeah,
Okay.
you guys
You're
they're
humanoid.
humanoid, so that no, they would not be affected.
I-
Good question.
I just want to make sure though, because it does list fiends and the
Right.
like, so I want to make sure about that still.
Yep. No, you're you're good.
Then yeah, no, I'm not excluding anything. Everything is getting hit. Literally, the only people that I don't want affected by the hollow are oath bearers.
Okay, give me an intelligence check.
Fucking do it, and plus he has to pick an extra.
Okay, so before we move forward, since you got a 14 on your intelligence check, as you're thinking through the entirety of the spell and its effects and who it affects, you're going through the list in your head and you stop at Fae. And you start thinking about the oath bearers and their various companions and friends, and then this dude pops in your head. And you're like, oh,
I'm doing burn Zupal.
I should probably exclude Faye.
Fuck it, commit to it. You're a man of God.
Why does Zupal keep popping out of existence whenever I walk into the house?
Yeah. If he had realized that, he would exclude Faye.
That's what I figured. That's why I had to do the intelligence check. Okay, so with the exclusion of Faye, you begin casting creating hallowed ground, I should say, within your home. So,
And just to clarify that radius, because I had figured it out here. I figured I could do it on the measure thing.
By the way, he does have an additional, I think that radius is moot, to be honest with you, but he does have to pick an additional effect. So just FYI.
That's right, yeah.
There's a secondary effect.
That's right.
Besides the charmed, frightened, possession, all that shit.
Okay, and then what's the secondary effect? Or do you want me to offer one?
Okay, one question before I apply the secondary effect.
Mhm.
Would Aegis know, and I'm not entirely sure myself, so would Aegis know if the extra dimensional interference would cause a problem with the arcane vault?
So the arcane vault is technically its own thing, right? It would be like having a bag of holding. So you're fairly certain that it shouldn't affect anything, especially because the entire purpose of it is to put it into its own plane of existence to keep it safe. So you're fairly certain that it shouldn't affect those.
I wanted to make sure because it specifically states affected creatures can't move or travel
Right.
using teleportation or by extra dimensional or interplanar means.
Sure. Yeah. The way that Umi explained these boxes to you guys is that it's sort of its own thing. Like, if you can't access it, it can't be accessed. End of story. Period. So you're fairly certain your magic will not negatively affect them.
Can Kieran Aegis
And
talk at all beforehand, like as we're setting up? Communicate at all?
Well, he
during this?
started at 6, so
Okay, so
yeah,
probably not.
I was
Okay.
about to say he started at 6 a.m.
Mhm.
and you did not say anything about
yeah.
asking
So
during food prep yesterday, so he is
Nope, fair
going
enough.
with extra dimensional interference.
And just to be fair, we did share this publicly when I had bought the vaults. They have quantum encryption, which protects the contents of being divined on or scryed on. So if everything inside is protected from that, and nothing in this radius that you're creating can teleport in or out, that's fucking that's like 2 deadbolts.
right.
Oh, not only can they not teleport in and out, they can't even plane shift in and out.
That's what I'm saying. It doesn't matter. Yeah, that's the same difference.
Yeah.
Nothing
Same
can get
plane,
in or
different
out
plane,
without.
doesn't matter. You know?
Right.
Right, exactly. That's awesome.
Okay, and then so what's the choice for the secondary effect?
No, that is
That is the
That is it,
secondary
okay,
effect.
got
yeah,
it.
it's
Extra
called
dimensional
extra-dimensional
interference.
interference.
Got it. Okay, perfect. And then Thank you. And then I'm assuming that you are going to apply creatures that follow creatures that are oath bearers are the ones that would be not affected. Okay.
And we are assuming, though, that Zupal and all summoned creatures, Dr. Sundamar, Min, we're all oath bearers.
Correct.
Okay,
So
just making sure that we have it clear here, so if anybody ever questions it, we can come back and go, that's
So yeah, the way it's written is all creatures that follow a specific deity or leader. So to me, that is oath bearers and anybody who is brought into it. Yep.
Bingo.
And to be fair, too, extraplanar interference is amazing because that is the one thing that it doesn't protect against is aberrations.
Mm-hmm. All right, so
Wait, if Zupal's fall an oath bearer, does that mean that Fae could be included in the Hallow then?
Nope.
No.
Because it's
That's a good question.
it's a creature type, and then the secondary effect is a specific brand of creature. So oath bearers would be the secondary effect, but the main effect would have to be all Fae, all or nothing.
Nope, I'm not familiar with the spell, so.
Neither was I until I didn't even know it existed until he mentioned it like 3 sessions ago, and I was like, what the fuck is Hallow? Who the fuck casts this?
Yes.
Apparently us in the future.
Motherfuckers like me.
Oh shit. What the
It is a
fuck?
60-foot radius of hollowed ground.
That is fucking amazing.
Which
That's
means that it
cool.
does
That's
also
cool.
go up and down, hence why he did it on the 2nd floor.
mm-hmm. It's on the map layer. I'm gonna make the opacity. Yeah.
Okay, so all unholy
Does it-
inventions
it's okay.
have to happen against the back wall. Got it.
Anything that wouldn't be
Oh.
specifically related
Let me-
to celestials, elementals, fae, fiend, and undead.
No, we're fine. It's not related to it. It's creatures that are that. So body parts
Yes.
and shit like that has no bearing on it whatsoever. They have to actually be existing creatures.
I'm gonna see if I can make that a
Oh,
little
yeah.
bit lighter, but
Which is fucking awesome, by the way. This is like no bullshit levels of protection. And even if they do bypass all this, then they're gonna get totally fucked up by a bunch of glycerin.
What's even worse, too, is with extraplanar interference, because we are oath bearers, should we need, we still have the ability to teleport into there if they
Mhm.
sneak in, but
Sure.
nobody else can teleport in and out.
Fuck yeah.
All right, yeah, I'm gonna send this back to the map layer. I'll mess with it. I don't want it to be too oops. I don't want it to be too
I think it looked okay. You might be able to change its opacity.
That's what I was trying to mess with.
Okay, so if you click oh, you know what? I'm not the DM, so I can't look at anything right now, but I'll help you do it. If you want to put it back up on there, as long as you move like the Kira and Min words up a little bit, honestly, it looks fine. I mean, why would do we see? I mean, I'm assuming there is a visible aura hanging in the air when this ritual is done.
Yeah,
right? It
and it's
hallows the ground.
it's a
literally.
rose gold aura. Yep.
Awesome.
Oh, that's true. I can.
So is this gonna like? So
Yeah.
so as long as we invite somebody in there, it's okay. Like so, like
No.
So I will
so
I will
I can't
read you
invite my girlfriend over.
I will
knew that
read
was
you
coming.
the effects
Is she
verbatim.
undead or a fiend or an elemental?
Right.
They should way to find out.
Drag her ass right
If
through the
it-
fucking hallow, baby.
If it
Hey,
would
baby,
not
ever
affect
dance on
you,
hallowed ground?
Go ahead, Aegis.
if it would not affect you, it would not affect Gale.
Unless, of course, she's actually undead.
And
Then we've got a
Well,
problem.
Yeah,
Then
that's
it-
a different
Then it's
story.
probably
at that
that's
point.
probably a good thing we part ways.
well, at that point, I don't know if your or your not deity, if your patron's gonna allow her to live anyway.
True.
All right. So, sake of brevity, 24 hours, 6 a.m. Unless there's anything else that I'm afraid to say it. Okay. So, Kira, you successfully get your glyphs down, your 2 glyphs down.
And I'm gonna do my glyphs on the boxes.
On
Like,
the boxes, okay.
On the safes for now. So if anyone fucks with them, that's not
So those are there. All right, so now we are going. It's going to be.
Sorry, real quick question, Candace. I'm just going up to my notes. I had ordered the vaults 2 days ago, and it was 3 to 4 days for the second one to come in. They have not arrived early, correct?
Correct.
So there's still just the one vault. Okay.
Yep.
We're just assuming, quote unquote. Okay.
There will be the second one, yeah.
Because I have it listed here as the latest they should be arriving is February 1st.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
And we're at January 30th now at 6 a.m.
Perfect.
Yep.
Well, in that case, the one can go on the one.
Well,
on
we
the
would still
vault
have like a
perhaps.
pedestal there. We would
Yeah.
put like a platform there or something just that we
Okay.
knew, right?
That's what I figured. Yeah, you guys have it on something, on a
Awesome.
table or something.
Yep, and it's going to be yeah, I'm making sure that the oath bearers do not trigger the glyph,
Got it.
like very specifically. And I'm also going to set a password for it, which I will message you, and I'm not telling anyone just because we've got enough mind shit going on.
Okay. Got it.
No worries. I'll figure it out.
Yeah, I'm less worried about you than gossip Mick Genasi over there.
That makes me very happy. Let's make him the villain. I like that. Hey, look, you and I are good at gaslighting. Remember what we did to Bonkin that one time?
That's true. You guys did.
I don't think Bonkin should be your proudest achievement.
You know what? Fuck you, man. Let me take my wins where I can get them, okay?
True, that's right. Fair enough. My bad. No, you did a good job.
Yeah, player. Okay.
All right, Marcus is going downstairs for breakfast.
All right, let me put that. Where did that go away? Oh, my thing ran away. I'm just gonna have to drop it again. Hold on, I got an idea. 1 second. There it is. Okay. All right. So Marcus goes downstairs for breakfast. Aegis, you just finished the ritual. You don't feel tired. You actually feel invigorated right now. You didn't sleep, so you're suffering a level of exhaustion. But it felt amazing to do what you just did, and you felt your god, like working through you. Your goddess, I guess. Working through you, and it felt amazing.
In that case, I think he would come downstairs and get into his room, kick back and lay back for a little bit. Well, this sleep shit ain't about to happen. He'll just pop back up. He's going to go ahead and pull the bead for greater restoration from the necklace of prayer beads and activate that to go
Okay.
ahead and take care of the level of exhaustion.
Okay. All right. So that'll be expended then. So yeah,
Who
but
needs
you
sleep when you got magical beads.
you do feel invigorated though. You know that's the biggest thing you've done in her name, and that was huge, and it's helping your party so much. And so yeah, you feel really good about that. You're ready to go now with that greater restoration too.
Yep. And with that, he will go ahead and just kind of hop up, and he's going to walk straight on into the kitchen. Like, if he still has the energy, he's going to walk on out. Well, I should say waddle on out there. But he's going to waddle on out to that kitchen, man. He's going to make some breakfast.
Okay.
Yeah, Marcus is sitting there very sadly eating a slightly brown banana with a pile of dishes in the sink in front of him, kind of sad. As Aegis walks in, Marcus will look behind him, and you see this shit-eating grin just rise up on his face. Master Aegis.
Yep. Apparently, I don't feel tired still yet, so let's go ahead and cook.
Oh my goodness! This I saw a documentary video on the QTube, and the person said, "Well, damn, cocaine's a hell of a drug." And I think he was talking about being able to stay up for hours and hours. So, Master Aegis, cocaine is a hell of a drug. Look at you. You look chipper. You look wonderful. Did I?
Does halfling ages have any idea what cocaine even is?
Oh Lord. Um.
What kind of check do I? Yeah, I didn't even know I would have. I didn't even think throughout all of my time playing D&D thus far, and all of the future time that I was playing D&D, I never thought I would have to ask, does my character know if cocaine exists? So thank you, Xavier.
give me let's do investigation. We'll see if you ever came across it when you've been doing other searches, especially with the searches you were doing. Yeah, you would have seen like when you were doing research on those locations that we had discussed previously. Some of those areas it said there was a cocaine problem, and you were like, "What the hell is cocaine?" So you went down a little bit of a rabbit hole, and you realized that your mom told you not to mess with that stuff, and you decided those were not the places you were going to go with.
Oh, Marcus, no, that's not a good thing.
Oh, oh,
Cocaine's a drug. It fucks with you, and not in a good way, typically.
oh shit! I thought it was like that. The coffee that Mistress Kira.
No, so here's the thing.
She was doing cocaine.
Kira goes ahead and drinks the coffee, and that's fine. It makes her a little energetic and a little hyper. Cocaine will go ahead and make you, well, most people at least, one, really hyper and twitchy. Two, they're going to come down from the effects afterwards and potentially just start convulsing.
Oh shit! So it's a
And-
real problem.
It's a real problem, yes. And on top of all of that, a lot of times people like to fight.
Oh, well, I love to fight. Maybe I should take a cocaine.
No,
Oh,
by fight, I mean the last guy that I had heard anything about, I'm pretty sure ripped the door right off the handles.
holy shit! That's a strong fella. So this cocaine also makes you strong, like
Oh no.
like a
No,
druid
it
put.
just limits how much you think you can do.
Oh,
So
my
you exert
dogs.
much more than you should be.
Marcus
So
doesn't
when
see
you
any
get
downside
done
to
from
any of
it-
these.
All right. I recede my previous comment, Master Aegis. Where cocaine is a problem, you are the solution, and
There
we
you
will
go.
put that to bed.
I just prefer goblin weed anyway.
What's goblin weed?
Oh,
That's nowhere
that'll
near
change
as
it.
bad.
Really? It always felt a bit better than weed, cocaine for me.
Marcus slides the other half of his banana over to Bonkin. Can we please have bacon?
Well, I've got more than bacon,
Oh, fuck yes.
Bonkin will eat the banana.
and he will slide over to Marcus and Bonkin because he'll have to make another pan just for himself because I know how much space this takes up. It is something I came across called a heart attack on a plate.
Oh.
It is a 3-egg omelet with cheese, sausage, bacon on a bed of hash browns completely covered in sausage gravy.
Marcus eyes the plate and reaches for a knife, and then glances up at Bonkin.
Oh yeah, no, it would be like knife and fork.
Oh. Boy, for a second I thought you and I were going to have to do a cocaine and fight each other.
I don't fancy me odds against that one. I think we've already fought each other, and I don't think I came out the better.
Well, true, but we've never fought each other hungry, Master Bonkin. I think in a true game of hunger, you may come out on top. Plus, I'm not dressed for combat. You'd probably kick the shit out of me.
Anyway, Mr. H, is this actually going to give us a heart attack, or?
Oh no, it was just an old saying.
Oh, thank goodness.
It's one of those ones where the apothecary may not be too happy about us eating it, but we're gonna eat it anyway.
That's good. I only got about 40 years left. Don't want to cut it short, I guess. Or shorter.
Listen, when everybody else is awake, I have two things that I need to address us all about, just to kind of prepare yourselves. Got it, Aegis. I just saw. I was like, well, fuck, we lost him. Oh, I got you though. As soon as everyone's awake, though, I have a couple things. I think I may have a lead on our next. Well, it's not really a crystal as much as it is a sphere, but I think I've found the next object we need to get us home. And I'd like to have maybe a quick conversation about Master Lightforger. I wanted to have it a few days ago, but then we wound up going inside Kira's mind and flash forward to today, and we're talking about bacon, bananas, and cocaine. So the BBC.
That's true, I guess.
It's a good day. Where is Mistress
Pretty
Kira?
good start,
I could really
yeah.
use that fucking coffee.
Oh, would you like me to make you some? I know how to work the machine now.
Yeah, I tried to work it the last time and accidentally smashed the glass. He didn't meal prep coffee for us, and that was, quite frankly, pretty inconsiderate.
You know, that explains why there was broken glass on the floor.
Yeah, sorry about that.
No worries. The dustbin's
Didn't, I
right there.
couldn't find the broom. I should probably have looked for that as well.
Oh, Shindak covered. He's gonna point it out to like this corner here. Shindak covered over there.
Oh, fuck.
The mop's in there
Morning,
too.
y'all.
Oh, morning,
Yeah.
Mr. Tempest. Did you have fun hanging out with Gail yesterday?
I did, in fact. It was quite nice. A nice walk around the block, around the park and all that. It was good. We did some dinner and it was nice. It was nice.
Well, wonderful. Good morning. Don't touch this platter. We're liable to stab you. Also, did you know that doing a cocaine could make you fight beyond your limits to the point of exhaustion?
Oh, yeah. You never watched Cocaine?
So what was that?
Sorry. My voice decided didn't want to fucking finish that sentence. You never watched Cocaine Bear?
Cocaine Bear? No, I just watched. There was a fellow on TV who's screaming, "Cocaine's a hell of a drug," and I thought it was funny. I thought it was relevant to Master Aegis, but apparently it's absolutely terrible. But hold on now, what's this about a bear and?
You guys would see, as soon as a mess is mentioned, you guys would see, you've actually seen this before. Aegis will draw like a sigil in the air, and then he'll look at nothing and say, "Start washing dishes." And the dishes start getting washed by his unseen servant.
Oh, that's great, because I didn't want to mess with any plates or stuff like that. I cleaned up the glass, but...
What the fuck? When he hallowed the ground, did he summon ghosts? To work downstairs?
I don't know. He's done that before.
Has he?
Yeah, I think so. Done like once or twice.
Yeah.
I think he just does I think he does something similar to you, Mr. Marcus, where he just kind of does stuff with his mind. I'm not sure how that works. I can't see anything.
Marcus looks at Aegis. You're a psychic? Or a telekinetic? Telepath? Pyromancer? Cryomancer?
Television?
Gyromancer?
The gyromancer.
I don't know. I just made that up, to be honest with you. Sounds like it should fit, though.
Zachary will walk in and he'll say, "Oh, go ahead."
Gyromancer, no. Gyromancer is how that's pronounced.
Gyromancer.
Yeah,
If I didn't give you
that's
one,
Aegis.
take one.
That's Aegis. Yep.
You're a Euromancer. That sounds like something I can get on board with. Good morning, Master Zachary. Did you know that you should not do a cocaine and fight a bear? Is that what we were getting at, Master Tempest? Don't fight bears on doing the cocaine? Or no, there was a bear that did the cocaine and fought somebody?
Yeah, fought everything. Yeah.
Fuck me.
It's a long story, Zachary.
He'll look around at everybody and then look at Aegis and see that he's cooking, and he just has like relief.
Are you sleepy, Master Zachary? Did you do a cocaine last night?
I did not do a cocaine last night, nor did I fight a bear.
Oh, thank goodness. Well, what did you do last night?
I think I slept the longest I have in a very long time.
Me too. Professor Sundamar ate so many memories. It was disgusting. That fat little shit was just sluggish and slimy this morning. It was really grotesque, honestly. Oh, but we did some investigatory work in my mind overnight. So when Mistress Kira is down here, I have some information for us.
And Tempest and Zachary are now getting food. After
Did they also get a heart attack platter?
Oh yes, they also get
Oh,
the heart
okay.
attack platter.
Oh, Zachary-
Everybody's getting a heart attack platter.
Who wants a heart attack platter? Zachary starts doing my Winnie the Pooh gift thing that I always do in the food channel.
Tempest was considering stealing it from Marcus and Bonkin. Willing
I'd
to take
to
that
remind
risk.
you, we have knives.
I would also like to mention that Aegis would check to see if there is a berry tart for Zoopal still in the fridge, because if so, he would give him like a berry tart and then a separate plate with a like miniaturized.
How
Heart
many
attack
did you
platter.
make? How many of the berry tarts did you make?
That is a good question, because I know I would have done like one of like a regular sized one for the group for desserts, and then like a few mini ones for Zoopal.
Were they labeled?
Also,
That's a
yeah,
good
were they labeled
question.
and where'd you put them?
They all would have been in this fridge.
Were they labeled for
And-
who they were for?
Yes, because he would have specifically listed it as like berry tart. And then what was the other one? The Greek yogurt cheesecake.
Mm.
Berry tarts for Zoopal.
Marcus would not have eaten them then.
Yeah, so
if
there's
they were
there's still
labeled.
at least one there, depending on how hungry Zoopal was, Tempest.
I was gonna, yeah, that's my point. Like, I wonder if Zoopal may have just like eaten everybody else's berry tarts.
All right, say hi or
I can't
low.
fucking read. Hi.
Hi. Okay, hold on 1 second.
I'd like to think Min came and snatched one now that we know she's sentient.
So I actually rolled a 3, so he definitely would have eaten one of the regular ones at some point.
Sounds about right.
Now, Min probably would have eaten any bacon that was around.
Oh, if Min asked, I'm pretty
Oh.
sure either Bonkin or Marcus or Aegis would have fed her.
Yeah, no, I was about to say, like, Min was already, like, a part of the meal prep now that we know the sentience of her adopted sister is in there. Well, adoptive sister.
Right. All right, yeah, so there was still one of the little ones in there for Zoopal, but there were bite marks out of one of the regular size ones, and it was probably Bonkin's. He probably ate part of Bonkin's.
Yeah, he still probably would go ahead and be like, okay, let's warm this up, and we'll make him a little one. And he'll get started on, like, a little mini one for Zoopal, too.
Oh, thank you for the coffee, Master Bonkin. I really do appreciate that. Mistress Kira. Hey, there's the coffee. Hey, hello, how are you? Don't do a cocaine. Bad for you. Make you fight things you shouldn't, including bears. Also, don't give bears cocaine. Or Min. Min, stay away from the cocaine, sweetheart. Drinking my coffee, eating the heart attack platter.
I will remember that.
Morning,
Be
Miss
wise to
Kira.
do so.
Uh, morning. She seems different than she normally does in the mornings, but it's the morning, Bonkin.
He'll also turn down to Min and go, morning, Miss Min.
You'd get the typical Min greeting. She'll be waiting for you to give her bacon.
Hands already down.
All right.
Yeah, Marcus would call her over once she's done piling bacon into her fucking mouthful. But he will not say Min. He will say, good morning, Nalia. How are you?
You'd get like
Does-
oh, go ahead.
Did she respond to that?
So you'd get like a as sophisticated as you can from a cat nod. And then she waits for her bacon.
Oh, I give her the fucking
Okay.
bacon. Bacon was already in my hand.
Right, perfect.
That's how I lured her ass over.
Yeah, so she's still very much Min, but she does respond to that name, it would appear, Kira.
So should we call her not Nalia from now on, or should we still call her Min? I mean, how's this working?
The sentience of my sister is only partially there. There is a disconnect between planes and times. She is more than what I thought I just created, but she is not my sister, not fully. Not easily. She's still Min.
It's
Min
confusing as fuck.
is the vessel. Nalia is the soul that inhabits.
So what, like Minalia?
Fuck.
Nalia!
You just
Love
make
it.
that weird, didn't you?
Yes.
Was that weird?
Was that weird?
I don't think that was weird.
That was
That was
very
weird?
weird. Yes,
I thought that
of
was
course.
pretty. I thought it was pretty spot on.
If my soul ever gets trapped in a non-sentient being and you mix the names with it, did you see how I reacted to somebody named Maracus? Couldn't have been any fucking closer to
Also,
me.
The soul's not trapped. The soul wouldn't have been able to fuel the frame if there was not a willingness there. I have no ability to force souls.
I didn't
It's
say
not
the soul
trapped,
was
it's
enslaved.
You
I
did
said
say trapped.
I said trapped, not enslaved.
Trapped implies that it can't get out. It's willingly bound.
I mean, there's no choice that it's in there.
So it is enslaved.
This is really good breakfast. Zachary is clearly looking very uncomfortable, but doesn't want to leave because he's enjoying his breakfast.
All right, hear me out. We should all just do a quick cocaine and
No.
Oh, I got a guy. Yeah.
Yeah, let me go upstairs and grab some.
No, I kid. This
I
has
like
been
that.
a weird 24 hours.
I like that two of us already have cocaine.
What do you mean, two of us?
Listen,
I mean,
Tempest is a
Kira-
musician. Of course, he's had cocaine.
Miss Kira and Mr. Tempest offered.
Okay, listen. Leave your dusted beholder toenails wherever the fuck they belong, and let's just maybe move on from that.
And if you want subpar cocaine, then.
Glances at
Moving
Aegis.
on.
Okay, nope. Master Aegis knows, but in your God's name we pray. So, the last 24 hours have been enlightening. Not only have I felt the presence of purely religious-laden hallowed ground upon my sleeping quarters, which, by the way, was fantastic. I'm not bitching. But I've had a wonderful conversation with Mistress Umi from Apothecary regarding...
Oh.
Actually, that reminds me, Master Aegis, and I will go dead silent. Marcus's face goes completely slack. I will connect to Aegis's mind, and I will project Umi's image with the exact way that she said, and tell Aegis I said hello, and I will just show him what I saw.
You see her waving the goblin key and like up in the air and saying, "Tell Aegis I say hi."
And it's like cockeyed because Marcus is like halfway in the door, like backing out.
Just imagine we see like Aegis's face go all red, right?
I was just about to ask, yeah, what does Aegis have to roll in terms of like a save to immediately not just blush?
Deception. And anybody who is trying, I'm assuming everybody, but anybody who's trying to pick up on anything, you can insight.
I'll insight, but I don't know if I would have known what's exactly happening.
Oh, that's true, yeah.
You're gonna have to beat a dirty 20.
Oh, fucking
Okay.
Tempest for the win.
Okay.
Bonkin got it. Bonkin got it.
Don't
That
mind if I do.
What the fuck, dude?
All right.
I'm just gonna shut the fuck up.
All right.
Oh, you're gonna have to beat
Fine,
a
I
dirty
will.
20. Beat.
Okay, so here's what happens. So Marcus goes quiet. You guys are pretty familiar with, you know.
You see the pink flash.
Yeah, you'd see the pink flash, so you know that he just said Umi. Aegis, you successfully managed not to blush. You do. However, you like kind of adjust just a little bit in your seat, and that's enough for Bonkin, weirdly, and Tempest to pick up on the fact that Marcus should have made you blush just now. They don't know what the message was, but you should have blushed.
I'd like to think in Bonkin's case, just because Marcus mentioned like he went to Umi's and the awkward conversation that happened last time we were at Umi's with the whole Marcus sniffing flowers thing.
Oh yeah.
He's just gonna give like the most dad shit eating like knowing grin over to Aegis.
Tempest just like as soon as Marcus said Umi, like he just like looking at Aegis, like waiting for a reaction. Then he sees like the soul shift's like, yeah, I know what's up.
So Marcus will like withdraw from Aegis's mind then and be like, for you. So, anyways,
Thank you for that.
Oh, you're welcome. So I visited little Umi, and we actually had a pretty good conversation. So what I was trying to figure out was hopefully a potential lead on the next piece of our grand puzzle to get us home. She had mentioned a few things about entities in the desert, which this has been a common theme that we've been discussing here for the last couple weeks, on and off, including visions I had inside Mistress Kira's head. I was able to put some pieces of that bigger puzzle together, and with the assistance of Professor Sundamar last night while I slept and he consumed my nightmares, I was able to figure out a couple of things. So just hear me out. I'm going to spill a lot of information to you. Prepare yourselves. He takes a sip of coffee, sets the mug down. So, in the desert, far to the northeast, there is an abandoned temple of Spencer. I was aware of that before I talked to Yumi and before I dealt with Professor Sundamar, but they both confirmed it for me. It is approximately 2 to 3 miles northeast outside of town, New Haven. There is another temple very far to the north of that location, of the city's location, and around that area there is approximately a 3-mile radius of temporal activity. In my research, I have determined that that is more than likely the realm of the time dragon we are seeking. For the heart of the time dragon bit. That's nothing we need to deal with now, but it is something we need to take serious note of. Because we want to stay the hell away from that 2 to 3 mile radius around this location far to the north. Okay?
What does that mean though? Like there's time, is what, slower there? Is it like faster there? Is it just what's happening there?
Temporal activity could mean many things. It could mean that when you enter it, you move quicker suddenly and then slower suddenly, or you could blink and be back where you were 20 feet ago. Anything in that temporal manifestation possibility. But I'd say we just stay the fuck away from there as best as we possibly can until we are ready to take on that level of no thank you.
100% agree with that.
Yes. So, Marcus says, actually, give me a moment, but this may make more sense if I do this. I'm going to go to the picture that I took of the screen, and I'm going to forward it to all of the Oath Bearers. So, Aegis, Kira, Tempest, Bonkin, and Zachary will get a copy as well.
Okay.
You said that was the map?
It's the map that I took the picture of that has these locations circled and drawn out on it. Which is essentially the desert. It's like the cusp of town, and then this desert, and then the locations on that map. So 2 to 3 miles northeast outside of town is the abandoned temple of Ospencer. Opencer. Straight north out of town, way to the north. I don't have an exact measurement on that, but there is a spot of temporal activity with a 3-mile radius around it. And then, the Marcus says, and then to the west of the Temple of Opensa, just to the west, if you look on the location here, there is another location that Umi was able to identify for me that she just referred to as ruins. So the ruins may be something we want to investigate at some point, but I don't have a whole lot of information on that. However, Professor Sundamar was able to work with me, work with my memories, work with his own professional knowledge, as he is actually a professor, and we were able to identify that the Temple of Opensa is the location of the Void Sphere. So, the Void Sphere. Here is what I know about the Void Sphere. A very long time ago, in this time and on this plane of existence, there was an event referred to as the Great Tear. When the Great Tear occurred, it was because an entity was attempting to change time and space around it and accidentally tore a hole in time and space instead, allowing fragments of the void to scatter from this plane of existence across the other multiple planes of existence, including this one. One of those fragments created became the Void Sphere. The Void Sphere can, confirmed, unravel and reweave time and space around it. My assumption is it is a much smaller area, much like the two crystals we have obtained. They only interact within a small distance around each other, but I cannot confirm that. I have also found out that this entity, the Void Sphere, cannot, for any reason, period, end of story, be destroyed, or it will unravel time and space through all of existence and all planes of existence.
Isn't using it going to destroy it when we use them all together?
No, because they are the Illithid pod is going to take all of these items and create a mirror. A mirror, I believe, is what they are creating. Let me just confirm that. It was called the... What the fuck was it called? It was called the Chronos Mirror. All of these items, the Chronos Shard, the Ethereum Crystal, the Temporal Anchor, the Void Sphere, and the Heart of the Time Dragon, are going to be inlaid into this item called the Chronosphere, not destroyed, and that will activate and allow us to transport through time and space. Safely.
I assume it's got to be really difficult to destroy that thing anyway. I mean, it's...
I would assume so. If there's anything I've learned about the Chrono Shard and the Ethereum Crystal thus far, it's that they are very fucking hardy, and they refuse to relent. So hopefully the Void Sphere is the same way. Yes, Master Aegis.
Something else of mention, if you remember this, and he'll kind of and chuck the book up there that the one kid had. That was also apparently found in the desert.
At one of the temples, right? The Temple of Spencer?
That's where I drew the conclusion about wanting to look for this Temple of Ospensa.
No. Yeah, this is the tome that the one kid had with all the lightning shit.
Yeah, and it was from the Temple of Ospensa.
Yeah, that's what I told you guys.
Oh, okay, yep.
Yes, so here's what I've learned about the Temple of Ospensa, though. So I dug deeper into that, and I found out that it was once a Temple of Ospensa, many, 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 many years ago, but it is now referred to as the Shattered Veil. The Shattered Veil is a cult that desires to break through time and space into the realms of madness.
Fuck would you want to do that?
Because they're fucking cultists and they're crazy and doing some dark shit in a good temple. It's just the same thing in the Temple of Palo where we found the 10th Sun. It's dirty, dark, fucked up shit. I can guarantee it. They probably think, or they're probably being whispered to from some false god or some powerful entity that they're going to receive power and boons if they release it unto the world, and that's where they are.
They worship the Void Caller.
The Void Caller. Are you talking about Tharidzun?
Probably. I don't know its name,
Well,
but I know a bit about it.
Tharizdun, sorry. Tharizdun is the name. So, yes, Tharizdun is a name that came to me. I don't know what it is. I can confirm 100% it is not a deity in either the lesser, moderate, or greater variety, but it is an entity that is tied to these cultists via religion. So, my thought was, and he will look very specifically at Aegis and then over at Tempest. For our friends of Arcane Persuasion, does this entity maybe seem reminiscent of like a warlock? Something that may be granting powers to these followers via pact instead of, or maybe some sort of false religion, or...
Does Aegis make any connection to that name?
Give me a religion check. Do it with advantage.
Could I as well? I don't. I'm mostly like just kind of just going to channel my inner dialogue to Aerith. Oh crap! What was he?
Since it's
Aranor?
Aranor. I keep wanting to say Aerith.
since
Not
it's-
Aerith Newell. Hold on.
Don't say Aerith Newell. the
One
god
sec,
of
Cat. Hold
slaughter.
on. Tempest, you can give me a religion check as well, but not at advantage. Kira, what were you gonna say?
Kira was going to say, well, considering the Void Caller is said to offer power and knowledge in exchange for loyalty, but the price being eternal servitude. Yeah.
Sounds devilish to me.
So
Or
Aegis,
Warlock Devil, something like that.
Aegis, this does sound pretty darn familiar, and it's in a way that kind of makes your stomach just sink because all you can think about is him. You know who I'm referencing? Okay. So you think back to when he told you about his powers, and he never was able to give you a name, but it sounds suspiciously like the situation he explained to you.
Damn it, Alan. And you hear it very much like it's under his breath, but there is nothing there for anybody that does hear it.
Sorry, what was that, Master Aegis?
Oh, it's nothing. Just
You...
interested.
Can I insight that shit? Fuck this.
Yeah,
dude.
it
You
just-
I
absolutely
would also
can.
like to do
Yeah,
the same, man.
I was about to say he's pulling shit out of his ass at this point.
22.
I got no idea. I'm too busy thinking back to research.
Yeah, Kira's like half listening. She's like, "Oh yeah, Aegis, what was that?" But she's like scrolling through on her tablet, looking through her notes. Yeah. So Marcus and Tempest, you heard what he said. You're pretty sure, but you don't know who he's referencing.
Did he say... I didn't hear what the actual word was. Was it Alan? Alan?
Yeah.
Yeah, under his breath it was, "Damn it, Alan."
Mm-hmm.
And
Who's-
you, considering the 22 and 19, I would say you would probably realize that there was no, "Oh, well, would you look at that" type of sound to his voice either. It was literally just,
Who's that? Who's Alan? Is that what you said?
that's, well, family.
Is that your brother?
Hey,
You mentioned him before. You mentioned him when I started developing a relationship with Aranor. A bond, I guess.
You also mentioned
That-
him our first night here when we went to bed. You said, "Good night, Alan."
I actually don't remember that.
You
That's because
did.
you were asleep.
That either.
I as player remember that. Aegis doesn't because he
Mhm.
was sleepy as fuck.
Are you listening to us when we sleep, Master Pumpkin?
No, he went to sleep before we did. I'm surprised you didn't hear it, Mr. Marcus.
I sleep like a rock.
Actually, you were busy in the corner talking with Miss Kira. Or was it by the window? I can't remember.
Right, let's not get ourselves carried away with doing cocaines. Master Aegis, we are not literally family, but in this time and space around us, we are all we have. And as far as I'm concerned, no secrets should go unbad. Is there something we should know about this brother of yours? and this name obviously struck a chord. I saw you react. There's no hiding that from me. All Master Tempest, and he'll call you the fuck out.
Okay,
It's true.
go to sleep. I love you. I love you. Good night.
A long time ago, shortly before everything happened that cut off magic for us, there was a time when my village was attacked. As I told you, that was when the Deva had come down to save us, and I had gained my powers. That same moment, my brother died.
Candace, do I sense in him, like when he's starting this, do I sense like fear? Do I sense like the same thing in Kira where it was like fear or like is there any like really prevalent emotion kind of like spilling through, like that's kind of choking him up? Or
I would say, and correct me if I'm wrong, Aegis, but I would say more than fear, you surprisingly would sense like anger. Am I right about that, Aegis?
Yeah, there would be like a little bit of sadness thinking about his brother, but it would mostly be anger.
okay, so Marcus is going to, as he's beginning this, he's going to kind of like spin in his chair, and he's going to put his hand out, kind of like face up, and he's going to reach down and kind of crouch down. Master Ray, just give me your hand.
And he'll reach out and put his hand on Marcus's.
Now let me in, and don't resist. And Marcus will close his eyes. You guys will see the hand holding the little halfling hand will close and then begin to glow pink. Candace, I'm going to cast Calm Emotions.
Oh,
Okay.
we're gonna do another Mindscape in Aegis' mind today.
I'll open my eyes and look at Tempest. God, no, we're done with that shit. And then I'll close my eyes again.
To be honest though, Mr. Aegis, I'm pretty sure Mr. Aegis' mind seems a lot better than Miss Kira's. No offense, Miss Kira.
Oh, you don't know the dark shit that's been going around in his brain either.
Yeah, that's why I was saying it is bonking.
Kira.
So,
Yeah, no, that's fair.
Yep.
So yeah, Candace, I'm going to, if he allows me in, I'm going to suppress all fear, anger, anything that would be particularly charmed. If he's indifferent, if he's feeling indifferent about anything right now or hostile towards anything that he's talking about, I'm going to just put him on a completely, I'm going to put him on a railroad track. And I'm just going to remove all emotion from his story, and I'm going to withdraw.
So, Aegis, for the first time since it happened, you are able to think objectively about the situation with your brother. Because it's always been subjective, it's always been the facts that you know, but with the emotion removed, now you are able to think through it a little bit differently. Ooh, you okay? Ooh.
When I ended up gaining my powers, there was still a bunch of chaos around all of us. Caused some rubble to fall off of one of the buildings, and it crushed him completely. And yet I dug him out of that rubble. He breathed still. He shouldn't have, but he did. And it wasn't until a few years later that I found out that wasn't actually the protection of Soon, as much as I wanted it to be.
And was it Farazun?
I don't know if it was that particular entity, but it is one at least of close relation. And I swear I will get him out of his contract.
I will drop concentration on the calm emotion, so you guys will see Marcus will just kind of wave his hand and look back at the rest of the group. Well, I think we have found exactly where we need to go now, don't we? Master Ages, it's time to break a fucking demon's contract. Devil's contract? Pact? Wait, shit. Have we not identified whether this thing is a demon, devil? Is it some sort of entity beyond that with a pact contract? What are we dealing with here? What is this thing?
That, actually, we have a little bit of assistance with.
Oh.
Tempest.
Yeah.
Would you be able to ask Eleanor if she knows of the Kraken?
The
Fuck it.
Kraken?
Fuck it. Can you tell Eleanor and ask her if she knows about the Kraken?
The Kraken. Like the underwater monster?
Yeah, but I don't know
Kraken?
if he did that on
Yeah.
purpose.
Oh, okay. I was
Giant
just making sure. I didn't know if that was like a
octopus
character thing, and I was like, oh, I'm supposed to notice.
Like,
that.
yeah,
Super.
that's the way I
yeah.
understand
Okay.
it.
Yeah, sure. I can ask her about like the Kraken, or are you talking about Kraken? Like any is like the
Capital T, the capital K, Kraken.
Candace, do I know what the fuck the Kraken is?
Mm,
I feel like I don't fuck with warlocks a whole lot, so... But I don't know...
give me a history check. Let's see.
I'm afraid.
Oh, okay, yeah, that was in character. That was an in character accent drop. Just so. everybody's aware.
Did you hear me ask? Did you hear me ask
No,
that?
Cat asked.
No, seriously, because I literally looked at
I
Candace and I said,
didn't
was that
ask it.
something that I should be picking up on? Because what the fuck?
Yeah. No, there was literally a bit there where he's trying to say Kraken with the accent, and it's just like, oh, fuck it. Can you ask Eleanor? So yes, that was an
love
in
that.
Okay,
character
I thought
accent.
I thought that was actually you, Torin, like just trying to like fuck the accent for a minute.
Hey,
Okay.
Roman.
You see like Tempest just like blink for a moment. What? Yeah, I can ask about the Kraken. What
Well, thank you.
what is the Kraken? Should I mean
Okay.
a little bit of context might help. Is that like your brother's patron?
As far as I've been able to narrow down, yes. Fuck it. I've already went ahead and broke it once. I might as well just go ahead and talk to y'all normally now. I do apologize for that.
I wasn't just going crazy. I thought it was just me that heard it that way.
What the fuck?
With an 18 and a 23, yeah, you guys would know what the Kraken is. You would know that oftentimes it is. Yeah, what's up, Pumpkin?
Sorry, I'd also like to make a roll before
Go
you
ahead.
fully pronounce, because I figure it's both the ocean and sea.
Yeah, that's true. Actually, that's a very valid point.
I really want you to nat 20 this.
No, you get a 13.
Well, you can do it at
That's
advantage.
correct.
Do it with advantage, Bunkin, because it is about the. I mean, that was your whole life for a very long time. Okay, 18. Okay, so yeah, so all three of you would know. The Kraken often is an entity that people will call upon for power, warlocks specifically. But sometimes he does have entities that work under him that can be, and it's not just water-based creatures. It's all sorts of creatures. You're not familiar exactly, Kira, even with that one. You're not familiar exactly with what creatures they are. You're not sure if there's a connection between the Void Caller and the Kraken or not. As I know that you were talking about the Void Caller, and I assume that you're going down that road. But yeah, so you're not sure if there's a connection there for sure. But he does kind of have minions that people can use as their patrons.
Okay. So we have a lot of things to discuss here. I'm sure we've all heard at least something about the Kraken, also referred to as the Deep Old One, among the cults of warlocks that worship, or packed out, I suppose.
Can we ask about the Kraken after and figure out what the fuck was that first?
Yes, Master Ray, just what in the actual shit? Marcus just, he fucking reaches his hand out. I'm gonna put
What
it
happened
on
to your
his
accent?
head. I'm just gonna fucking cast Detect Thoughts. And he's gonna say, before the hand pulses purple, just let me in. And that's what I'm doing. I'm gonna burn my 2nd level spell slot canvas.
Meanwhile, Bong's gonna be like, "What? So was the accent fake the whole time, or?"
Just, are you gonna let him in, or are you gonna fight him off any, or?
So Aegis is gonna let him in, and the first thing that he's gonna do is think to a time before he had his powers and everything, and just talking and playing with his brother, and he's gonna focus on that memory.
Do you have the fucking accent?
No.
Okay. Okay, so Marcus will pick up on that. And then I will absolutely spend the time to press deeper into the psyche. And what I'm looking for specifically is, where did it shift when you picked the accent up?
You would see images flashing through as it goes throughout the years. And then finally you would see the little superhero that was Aegis standing in front of you at first. Going ahead and making sure that everyone was well fed, well taken care of.
Okay. As soon as Marcus sees that, he will recede. I will drop my concentration. I'm just going to turn around, sit back down. I'm going to let these guys finish talking, and Marcus just smiles, picks his cup of coffee up, and takes a sip.
Tempest, I'm assuming you have Zoopal out.
Yeah.
So he would put, as the conversation's going on and they say, "Can you talk to Aranor?" He would put an image in your mind of it's nighttime or it's dark, and it's just open water, and then you will see huge tentacles. Just, there's no way it's an octopus or anything. It's just stupidly gigantic. Come up out of the water. It like breaks the water. And the moon is shining behind it, and all you can see is these tentacles up in the air. You'll see he kind of flashes another one. It basically just grabs and squishes an entire ship and takes it down underwater. And then you will see in that same sky a tear come across, and he'll send you an emoji of a vacuum. Because he's still a tiny little
obviously
dragon.
obviously the whole time too, I'm just getting like waves of like probably like fear, like sensations of fear and all that, and
yeah, fear and sort of helplessness.
Yeah, like everybody might see like Tempest kind of like look over to Zoopal, and then like like he takes like stumbles for a moment, like holds onto the countertop, is like, "Oh yeah, okay, I'm gonna need to talk to Aranor, like right now. Oh, this is a big fucking deal. Okay, I don't know. I get a better connection with her when I'm in the bath. That's just so everybody knows. That's why I do that randomly. It's not like I'm being fucking weird.
Well,
even though sometimes I am being fucking weird, but like not in this moment.
You are perfectly fine, Tempest.
It's gonna take a little while to get used to.
Yeah. Marcus, you cannot just glean the information from his mind and then not tell us, or one of you can tell us.
She needs to know about the accent.
Will spin on his chair again, and he'll just hold his hand out, and he will open the network to everybody. And I will just give you guys a very quick flash forward from hee hee ha ha, brother, I love you, all the way up to the point where it shifts and gets fucking dark and the superhero has to come out. And yeah, you guys see exactly what A just kind of explained to me. Quick though, like 4 seconds. Poof, 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 poof.
You'll hear Tempest swear in Gnomish. Like a little Gnomish squeak of a fuck.
What the fuck did you just say?
Fuck.
It's so cute.
Yep, Marcus says it in Undercommon.
Not cute.
Oh, not sure what you're saying, but
Tempest will,
He says it in-
Tempest will kind of whimsically say it back in Elvish. Fuck.
Fushwala. Yes.
For sure.
Onken says fucking goblin.
Oh, that's disgusting.
Yeah, that's another one. Yeah,
What
I know
the
that one too. Yeah.
Fuck is that?
That one too.
All right,
Sure,
okay.
Fuck. Anyway,
We've all established we know a lot of languages between the lot of
Yes.
us.
I don't know much.
All right, I'm gonna go.
Bonkin.
I'm gonna go upstairs, take a bath. Actually, I'm just gonna go in here and just kind of sit in the shower and not cry, but talk to Aranor.
Oh, okay. Does everybody understand exactly where we're at right now with Master Aegis and this shift, or does it require more explanation? Marcus will reach out and kind of put his hand on his shoulder. You don't need to explain any more than you have, and thank you for allowing me in.
I
Well,
think I did it.
I suppose, again, an introduction is in order. You had met Aegis, and for the longest, that's all I ever let you see. Allow me to be the one to finally introduce you to Angus Campbell, the son of hospitality.
Wait, what did he
Campbell.
say? Oh, hold on. All right.
Angus
Hang
Campbell,
on. I think that was something
like the
important. I
soup.
gotta come in again. He comes back in, still wearing clothes, but also wet.
That was going to be my first question.
Huh. So, Master Angus. No. You're more than that. You are our protector. You are our shield, our guide. If it's all right with you, I'd like to continue to refer to you as Master Aegis, unless you are unhappy with that.
Feel free to call me as you like. Just understand that when we are out, I will probably still keep the accent.
Understood, Master Angus.
Boo, Candace.
God damn it.
And I also now have a lot of explaining to do to Umi.
You should just keep pretending and try to get her to do cocaine.
No.
I
kid, I
joke.
Terrible idea.
Weird takeaway.
Listen, fuck me. I was trying to be, isn't that what, look, I'm sorry, listen, it's very clear that I'm not good in the social respect. I've been trying to learn and understand your customs, and I tried to make a joke, I failed.
Try adding a wink when you joke. A
All
very
right,
obvious one.
Ooh,
That'll
yeah,
help.
yeah. That usually
let us
helps.
all go out and do a cocaine.
Perfect.
All right, that's creepy.
That's better.
All right,
Yeah,
wonderful.
that's kind of creepy. That's weird.
On another note,
You
I
wouldn't
do
do
have
that
a
so
spare
bad.
pipe and more goblin weed if you want.
I don't want any
I-
drugs. My drug is push-ups.
I might join you in that, Bonkin, actually. It's been quite a while.
I'm happy to share. I don't have much left. I probably need to find someone who sells it here.
Oh boy.
All right, well, quickly. We've established a lot of information here today in a lot of weird ways. Before we dive back into the bath half naked, by the way, good God. Is that really all you under that towel, or are you kidding with the sock?
Oh, no, it's all me, baby.
Fuck. Good on you. Right, so, Expo facto, back to the beginning here. Are we all in agreement that we should probably check out this fucking Temple of Arpensa? Like, ASAP. Like, it is 7:30 in the morning, I think, ish, give or take. I peek behind Bonkin and look at the stove. What time is it?
At this point, it would be about. Well, let's see. Tempest is up, so probably like 9-ish.
Alright, I was a couple hours off, but still, we got plenty of day left. I'm thinking if we can all get ourselves put together, we should at least go start looking for this thing. Master Zachary, how long would it take us to get to this point? And I tell him, pull up give me your phone thing, your gadget.
He'll hand you his phone.
Okay, I put it down and say, well, no, open the map that I sent you. Open my message. I don't know how to work.
He'll unlock the phone and then open your message. And
Oh, there we go. Okay, so I'll zoom in a little bit. Here, how long would it take to get to this point? It's only a couple miles out of town. It should only take, what? A few minutes?
Well, if there are roads. Yeah. Maybe
There
I
are
can.
no roads?
Not in the desert,
No,
but
not in the desert.
I bet I could. Maybe I can get us. Oh, maybe I can get us something to off-road.
Okay.
What is
Could
that?
you get us like a helicopter?
No, you still. So basically, you know how my car's kind of big and has big wheels.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Think much bigger wheels and able to go over hills and things like that without
Yes.
roads.
Fuck
That-
yeah.
Sounds like a lot of fun.
The Tarascanator.
Ooh.
That sounds like some kind of monstrous truck or something.
That does sound like a monstrous truck. Ugh. Monster truck.
There is something else that we're going to have to consider if we are going to face this being, and if Tharizdun is the Void Caller. There's another
Probably
rumor
is.
that I found.
Oh, what's the rumor? We
Oh.
just fuck it up every way we fucked up everything else. None of us have walked out without much more than a scratch.
What? That's very fair, but the void shards are meant to. They're meant to be able to create a barrier that would disrupt the void caller's influence, so it can't pull you into its realm. And stepping back from that thought, that means a void caller is likely to be able to pull us into its realm.
Yeah, fuck it. I went into your realm and fought the demon. Let's go fucking fight this thing on its terms. I'm not afraid of shit. Except cocaine.
But you can't just
Cocaine bears.
stop. You can't just dismiss a spell to be able to get us back.
I can use my dimension door and teleport us right through the barrier.
Wonderful. Okay.
Jump on
Well,
my
that was-
back. Let's go.
It was my very big concern.
No,
Also-
seriously though, I was just being coy. I mean, I can bring two of us. Like, is there
The-
something we should be worried about?
There's more than two of us, though.
The problem with that, Marcus, is the fact that when it pulls you into its realm, it might not just be a place you can teleport out of. It
Okay,
might pull you to its own plane.
Okay, so we were talking about the ability yesterday, before we performed all of these spells and things, we were talking about plane shifting. Can we stop by Umi's shop and see if she has a scroll or a wand or a potion or something that can allow us a bead, a magical fucking amulet that can allow us to plane shift, and maybe we can pick it up?
I actually have one from, I believe it was from when we went to that temple not too long ago.
Oh shit, the Temple of Palor! In the
Scroll?
Wizard's
Yeah.
Book! Fuck, that's right, we tore apart that fucking Wizard's Book. He probably spent a lifetime researching and we just turned it into one-shot scrolls. Fuck that guy. Excellent. Master Angus. Well done. So, problem solved. If we get trapped in the realm, we just plane shift out. If we can't, we run as fast as we can back to the beginning. And if not, we kill this fucking bastard and we break Master Angus's brother out of his pact, and he's saved in the yesteryear, and when he goes back in time, everything is perfect. Right? Hypothetically?
Wait, if we kill the thing now,
Fuck
it'll
yeah!
retroactively back in the past
Doesn't
break
it?
his bond? I
Is
don't
that
think
not
that's how that works.
Is it retroactive? Marcus is going to think on. God, this is a long shot. Marcus is going to think on Warlock Pacts and how it would work retroactively if a demon was destroyed or a devil was destroyed or an entity was destroyed in the future that is a patron. Does it filter into the past and break the pact there?
All right, so first give me an Arcana check.
Okay, that's not a good
Can
fucking start.
Can I try?
Yeah, if he's because he's saying that stuff out loud, so that's fine if you'd like to.
Fuck me, 22.
Hey,
I'll
that's
take it.
good. Hey, all right. Okay, so I won't make you do the second one, because you'll be able to put 2 and 2 together on that. Based on what you've seen with the whole time travel thing, affecting something now would not sever or change something in the past. However, something that works right now to destroy or weaken or whatever a creature would certainly work in the past if you were able to get those same materials, ritual, whatever the case might be.
Okay, back that up. So what you're saying is it will not affect anything in the past, but if we can get to the past and fuck the entity up in the past, it should require the same ingredients.
Correct.
Oh,
That would be your understanding of how all of this wibbly wobbly stuff works.
Okay,
Could
so
I-
the more... Oh, sorry. Yes, Mr. Skira, please.
I was gonna ask if we could wait about an hour before we go.
Oh, I don't think that's a problem at all. So here's my thought, though. So now that I'm thinking about it, I don't think the issue is killing something right now in our level of existence, because we cannot we have confirmed, I can confirm, that if we killed something now, it will not undo the past. However, if we can kill something in the now that also exists in the past, the same ingredients required to potentially bring said entity down in the past would also be required now. So if we can gather what we need to fuck this entity up in the now, we can take those same ingredients to the past, fuck it up then, and then say fuck you to the past and do a bunch of cocaines. I'm kidding. I
Wink.
keep bringing the cocaine up
Wink.
because it's just our thing now.
Yeah,
I
you're
just
really
went-
stuck on that today.
Yeah, it's hilarious because I saw it on TV and it just stuck to my mind. I saw it on the Goo tube.
Yuck.
Well, as a Miss Kira,
There
Tempest seem to have some if you want.
No, I don't have any right now.
There is also the old adage of what you put into the world, you put out. Candace, would Aegis, aka Angus, know if a patron would be able to remove a pact that it had created centuries ago, even if the target of said pact would potentially be dead at this point?
Give me an Arcana check.
I thought you were gonna say give me a narcotics check, and I was like, whoa, we
It's
are really riding
cocaine.
this cocaine train.
It's cocaine.
Cocaine. It's a hell of a drug, man.
$15. So based on what I almost just said Xavier. Based on what Marcus said, you feel like, actually, without even that. So in order for the bond to exist, the person benefiting from the power would need to be around. They need to be alive. So with all the weird time shit going on, you could try to do it now to have him break the pact and see if there's weird time shit that went on with your brother, but as far as you know, how it typically works, if the target's not around, then it probably wouldn't work for the past.
Boy, my notes got weird fucking fast tonight.
Oh yeah, all of these notes are.
Dude. I've taken 2.5 pages of notes tonight that just got weirder and weirder and weirder.
I told Kevin because he was like, I don't know anything about Aegis. I'm like, just wait. Just wait.
I don't
Lord,
know.
Yeah, you fucking found out quick.
Yeah, I don't like it.
Yeah, this has been
It's
the
like
most
Kira said,
notes I've,
fuck around and find out.
this has been the most notes I've taken in a while.
That's good.
All right, so so Marcus will kind of turn back to the table and continue to finish his heart attack on a platter.
It's gone zupilated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He turns back around, looks down, looks at the gravy on Zoopal's chops, nods, and then grabs the cup of coffee and pulls it up to his lips.
Zachary would. He'd slide the other half. He's got a plate with half. He'd slide his half toward Marcus so he could.
I'd like to think that Bonk and Zachary do it at the same time, because they probably each have like a half left.
Marcus smiles and looks down. I had a half a banana about.
Oh yeah, the other half.
Oh, fair enough. And I grab a biscuit and I scoop it in the fucking gravy and put it up to my mouth and just start chomping. Well,
Just at first, like, scoots his plate closer to himself, and he's like,
I was about to say, yeah,
push-ups.
every one of these is a 3-egg omelet. So this is massive omelet.
more than enough for any one person.
Yeah, Zachary looks
yeah.
relieved and slides his plate back toward him and continues to eat. Go ahead, Marcus.
Right, so we'll take some time. Mistress Kira, you require, you said an hour and a half or so. Maybe we leave
Actually,
it.
I can do that tomorrow.
Are you sure?
Yeah, that'll be good.
Looks kind of around the room to all of the major components here. Is everybody prepared to potentially traverse into the desert? Master Zachary, what would it require for you to get your hands on this, whatever you said it was? Even if it took us 3 hours, it's still very early, so it doesn't matter to me.
Let me make a call. And he like abandons his plate. He seems stupid excited about this and grabs his phone and steps outside.
As he's walking out, Marcus shouts out, I can put all my life savings. I've got 75 gold pieces left
Nope.
after I've paid for
We got
everything."
you. We got you. I got you if you need it.
900. You heard it. Master Tempest said it.
Don't
No
kill
more.
her
I think it is
DM.
900.
Min, the second Zachary leaves, is going to sneak over, paws up on the table, and steal the rest of that omelet.
I think Bonkin would try and save it for Zachary if he sees Min.
I think Min
Would-
would do a
if-
stare down at Bonkin.
Marcus will smack Bonkin's hand.
Mr. Marcus, you already have mine. If we don't finish it, we can give the rest to Min. This is Mr. Zachary's.
Marcus looks down at the plate. Oh, fuck. That's fab. Min, here you go. He'll pick it up, take one of the biscuits and scoop up like half of the fucking hash browns with it, hold it in his hand, and then scoot the plate down off and put it down on the floor for Min.
I think Min's gonna side-eye the bigger plate on the table, look at the plate on the floor. You can see cat math happening, and then we'll walk over and continue eating.
Yeah, Marcus will give her the side eye. Also, Lucy, I just realized you're wearing your fucking Bucky shirt. And
Oh, I love
am
that! Yay!
So I saw that purple hat sticking up, dude, and I was just like, yes, Bucky's.
Yay!
Also, Kira is going to say, one thing to note, though. I was prepared to lay more glyphs today, so that will take some of my spell capabilities away for us doing this.
No, it won't. Master Aegis, are you capable of making me feel fit as a fiddle?
I'm not so much worried about that part. I haven't already laid the glyphs, but
But should we to get them out of the way?
That's fair. I could go, but that would take at least an hour each.
Okay. We've got time. I guarantee you Master Zachary's going to come back in here and say, well, it's probably going to take me an hour or two. Watch, he's going to say it just like that. Well, it's probably going to take me an hour or two to get my hands on this vehicle that's got rubber tires and chain link fencing. I don't know what he needs. I don't understand this world.
I don't know, even if you do your rejuvenation thing, whatever you're calling that, I don't know if that would change my ability to do different magic.
Oh, you're saying you need to sit down and rememorize your spells. That I don't know if I can alter.
Well, I'm just saying that because I've been focusing on the glyph, there are other things that I cannot do at the moment.
Understood. But will that be detrimental to you if you have one thing missing from your mind? Because it's in your mind right now regardless, correct?
Correct.
So
And
it wouldn't matter
and trying
anyways.
to remember what she's not remembering at the moment, because I don't remember what spell I got rid of, so one moment.
Candace, I can confirm though, right, that when I do my ritual, that it does not allow a spellcaster who has to re-prepare their spells because it takes multiple hours, and mine takes 10 minutes.
That is
it just
correct.
gives them the slots back, but does not allow them to
Correct.
re-prepare.
They cannot
Okay.
change. Yep.
Okay. Yeah, so I can give you your energy back, but I cannot knock it out. You understand. So if we're going to do it, we might as well do it now, because I can just give you the energy back, and then you can re-prepare tomorrow.
No, it'll be. I can always do them before bed if needed. I'd rather you save that for if all of us need to recover.
Oh, okay, understood. Yes, no, that's very smart. You guys will see Marcus. He kind of like pulls his hand to his chest with the coffee cup. It all glows purple, and there's a flash in his chest. He rears back. Candace, I'm going to burn 2 of my sorcery points to gain a 2nd level spell slot back because I burned both of those really fast.
Okay. Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. Okay.
Like real fucking fast. Right. So, while Master Zachary is having this conversation, can we maybe just talk about one more thing before we head into the desert?
Oh yeah, you want to talk about Mr. Jared, didn't you?
I did. So here's the thing. Give me one moment. Making sure I have all my spell slots.
As Marcus does his spell slots, Bonkin is going to take the plate of Zachary's food and is gonna essentially, I guess, ask Aegis where to put it, whether to put it in like the fridge or the microwave, or just if he has a tin, so that the one flying creature and the cat doesn't reach it.
I do believe right on up there. There's some. What is it?
Tupperware.
Saran wrap.
Saran wrap. Yeah, exactly. Up there, there's a wrap thing. It clings really nicely to itself. Just go ahead and pull it on over the plate.
Oh, all right. Thank you, Mr. Aegis.
No
and
problem.
then Bonkin will go do that and ask if anyone has paper.
Kira will reach into her bag. How big of paper?
Just something small to write on.
She'll pull out Post-it notes and a pen.
Marcus pulls out the map of Astaria and rolls it out. Would you like to smoke it on
Life is
this?
full of surprise.
Wait, are we smoking something? Are we doing the cocaine? Sorry, I'm
Not how you
thinking
do
about
cocaine.
my bad. He rolls up the map and puts it back.
I have a smoke pipe too, so thank you anyway. No, I just want something to write on.
Yeah, so she'll hand over the Post-it note and pen. Sharpie.
Alright, then in a really bad common, you'll see Bonkin write Zachary.
So Zachary will come back in and he'll say, I'm going to need a few hours.
Yeah, that's what we figured. Excellent. Excellent.
Then he kind of perks up when you don't like seem upset about it. So I'm gonna go get that, and I'll be back.
How much money do you need?
We don't pay for it
I'll
until
come with.
after. Oh. Okay.
Oh, that's
You
not
have
what I
your
asked
food's over
for.
there, by the way.
Well, it depends on what we use and what it looks like when we return it.
Marcus transfers 75 gold to his account because I've had his account locked in for like the last 30 sessions. So
Okay. All right.
I was about to say Marcus has been transferring shit nonstop. Like
Yeah.
at
Yeah.
this point, I see the notification and I'm just like, okay.
yeah, I'm running on low right now, but everybody's getting my money. So Marcus puts his hand up though before Aegis leaves. Master Aegis, before you all leave, I do want to have a very quick conversation and a very candid conversation about Master Lightforger, if that's all right with you. So
Of course.
listen, that was 75 gold, correct? Yes.
Just making sure.
So Master Lightforger has been around for quite some time now, since we were part of Alpha League. And we have seen a lot of things that he is capable of. Mistress Kira, I know that you weren't there, but myself, Master Angus, Master Tempest, and Master Bonkin were all at the power station, or whatever you would call it, yesterday, 2 days ago, I suppose now. I was watching him very closely, and I have some fears. During that combat, which included elemental entities, a spellcaster, a giant, possibly two, if I remember correctly, maybe even just the one, but still, it was ridiculous. It was a crazy melee between the lot of us, plus an enemy spellcaster up on one of the towers. I saw him perform a sacred flame incantation. I saw him one time invoke a fiery enchantment upon his hammer. And literally the entire rest of the fight, he swung blindly at the enemy. All the same enemy. Literally, he fought the same thing the entire time and pretty much made no contact with it. He was injured so profusely 3 times that it required us to bail him out. And I hate to say it because I truly love Jared Lightforger. I think he is an entity that is not to be trifled with if he is fighting gangs on the Lower East Side subways. Human entities. Entities that don't pose much trouble. Those who may bother the common man going to and from work. But I am very nervous that because of his inability to do anything of value when we were fighting these entities, and with the amount of damage he took, and the amount of our resources that had to be poured into him just to ensure that he maintained life, that he, at this point in his training, is more of a liability than anything else. And I don't want to be the one to say this, but I truly believe that he, at this point, is nothing more than somebody we can look to as a sidekick that requires babysitting. With that being said, I would like your opinions on the matter, and I was wondering if it would be alright with you all if I or we went and spoke to the Golden Commander at some point in time to see if we can get him in to Alpha League headquarters for actual training. Because I've watched him fight in the past, and he was wonderful. But this last time, he was atrocious. Very, very simplistic in his capability and requiring a lot of attention from us, which pulled our attention, Master Aegis's attention, away from Master Bonkin and myself. As far as our capabilities are concerned, did you all see that, or was it just me out there? Is getting him extra training something we should focus on, and maybe we should make a call and see if he can just get into run the courses that we did when we arrived in this day and age?
I think right off the
I
bat, I
think
mean,
that's an excellent
obviously,
idea.
yeah, absolutely. More training, the better. I think. I didn't really see all the things that you're talking about because I mean, I was just trying to get to that sorcerer for the most part,
And that's
wizard. So I was not in the middle of all that shit. But I can say he's a very uh, dedicated person. I mean, I think like he'd do a great deal of good if he had more. Anybody can benefit from more training. Is what I'm trying to say.
He's very dedicated and also very strong-willed individual.
Yeah,
Yes, and the strength of will is a positive force. When we were in the Temple of Pelor and he joined us for those melees, his ability to overcome enemy spellcasting was cream of the fucking crop. My issue stems from the fact that he, in a full-blown elemental melee, stood almost exclusively in one place and did nothing but I saw him invoke his god 2 times during that entire engagement, and all the while he was brutalized so bad that we literally had to bring him from the brink of death. You, Master Aegis, I watched you bring him from the brink of death thrice. It was obscene.
I mean, we
It
all
was
have
not
our bad days too. You know, I mean, like I sometimes I can barely even cast a spell and actually connect with anything. I mean, we all have our bad days.
But the difference between us and him is that even on our bad days, we always come through. If we wouldn't have been there for him on his bad day, he'd have gone extinct. Which is why I'm offering up not necessarily to send him to the nether regions of the city to fight, thugs and common criminals, but instead to maybe work our influence with the Alpha League to get him some legitimate training so that he can rejoin us in the future and be of actual legitimate use.
I'm in 100% agreement with you. Yeah, I mean, let's definitely get him some more training. The more training, the better. Like I say.
Good. Master Bonkin, do you have thoughts on this?
I think you're right. You did kind of stand there for a bit. I know I take a lot of damage a lot of time, and I'm pretty sure I'd be dead on my own if it weren't for Mr. Aegis. Sorry, Mr. Angus. I'm still getting used to the new names.
You can call me whichever. Just know that if we're gonna go by superhero names, it would be Aegis.
Right, but excuse me if I get a bit confused sometimes.
Makes it easy for me to remember because the names are so close.
Candace, can I kind of, I guess, make a post insight check on Jared? Because I think Bonkin kind of looks carefully at anyone, really, because he moods wise.
Yeah, go ahead. 19. Yeah, you can see the validity to Marcus's concern, especially since you fought beside Jared in the past. Marcus isn't lying. I mean, you can use that insight for both. So yeah, I would say that you notice that he didn't. It wasn't the same style of fighting.
Is that as well? Just I guess sometimes Mr. Jared he hesitates on things that I feel like he should have a bit more confidence in. He seems like he's a bit. It seems like he's pretending sometimes to act brave, but I don't know. It's strange. It's like his blows have a bit of hesitation in it.
Well, yeah, of course he is, but it's because of his alternate. It's. I think we need to get him.
Besides, he said he wanted to be in Alpha League anyway, so I think getting it for him would be a good thing.
Well, I don't think we should get him into Alpha League because I don't think that he is Alpha League material. But I think that we should pull strings and get him Alpha League training so that he can work his way into something like Alpha League. And who knows, maybe far in the future he can surpass Alpha League and become an Oath Bearer.
That would be great. I think it's a great idea.
He has no past to go back to, but he's all the conviction to help those of us who desperately need to. Good.
I think a little bit differently than you, Marcus.
Oh.
While I agree that there are areas that he could be potentially benefiting from, you go ahead and put him up in Alpha League, I bet he's going to give a lot of those people a run for their money.
I think once he's had the training, I'd agree with you 100%. I think he could go straight to the fucking top.
Then let him go in and train. Let him prove himself and make it into Alpha League. Let that be the strings that we pull.
Fair. But with that being said, until he's proven himself to the Golden Commander and those that he is training under, we, with our mission in this timeline, cannot afford to potentially babysit somebody. We are understood, at least in that matter. Maybe on the minor things, but not in the major leagues. Not in the things that matter. Not in the things that have to do with these crystals and these shards. The common rabble and scum, maybe. But until he's had that training, we can't put our foot forward and watch over him at the risk of our entire existences.
Makes
I
sense.
think that is fair enough. Additionally, the areas we are going to are dangerous enough that it could very easily be life or death for any of us.
Right, exactly.
Let alone him.
Exactly. I have faith in his God as I have faith in yours, Master Aegis. So I know he's capable.
I think he needs more faith in himself.
I'd agree.
I also agree.
All right, well, Master Zachary, we successfully did no cocaines this morning, so we'll wait a few hours, and your friend is going to bring this vehicle to our doorstep, or we need to go meet somebody somewhere, or...
No, they'll bring it here. Let's also continue to not do any cocaines.
Wonderful. Easy. No, done. You've already taught me all about the bad things that cocaines could do to me. And
Tempest looks really disappointed.
Won't do it today.
Just don't do too much, Tempest. I think is the only thing.
All right. Well,
I'm
that's
a musician. I mean, come on.
I don't know what those have to do with each other.
So
In the words of Kid Rock, everything in moderation, including moderation.
Candace, I'm gonna flip down my I'm gonna flip the visor. I'm gonna put the visor on,
Okay.
flip it down. I am gonna send a message to the Golden Commander, and I am going to I don't have a neuro link, do I? No, I don't. I'm gonna have to say it out loud or type it. God damn it, Elon Musk, why aren't you in my brain already?
Or
I will-
is he?
Yeah. Oh, maybe. I will. You know what? I will. I'll fucking try it. I guess now that we've mentioned it. Weird, Tempest. I'm gonna think things and see if it pulls up in the text message.
Are you trying to link to your, like how you did in the car? Are you trying to link to the computer in your visor?
You know what? Fuck it. I'll burn a psi point for it. Yep. I'll burn a psi point for it. I don't give a fuck.
All right.
I didn't hear no bell.
Yes. You know what? If you're gonna burn a psi point for it, then I'll
I
say
burn a psi point. Yep.
there's some typos because it's the first time you're doing it, but
Yeah, that's fine.
you're able to get a message out.
Okay, so the message is going to be the equivalent of Jared Lightforger at of the Watchdogs needs your assistance in training. My suggestion is at least for the next 120 days, which is 3 months. He needs to be taught more about himself and his faith than anything else, but he needs to be taught all of the combat tactics of Alpha League. He has proved he has been proved it would be like 4 months now that I think about it.
It would be
It would
4
have been
months.
But that's the typo because I'm using it.
There
right
you
now.
go.
That
It
would
was
be the
supposed to be
typo.
120. Yeah.
Yeah, I was just doing math. I was like, wait a minute, hold on. No, that's like 3, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay. But that's the typo. One of the big typos. And he would say, we've agreed that he needs to receive this at this point. He is a liability to our group. And then I will say, if you need to speak more with me, please call me at your leisure. But, we vouch for him 150%.
No more than 900.
Shut up. You. But for real.
Okay. So you'll actually you'll get a message back from her that will say 120 days or 90 days. And then there will be a smiley face and it'll say, if you all vouch for him, we will make it happen.
Marcus, he quickly grabs the notepad from Bonkin that's like in front of him, and he snatches the pen out of his hand, and he quickly does the math, and he goes, "Fuck, it's 90." He pushes he pulls the post-it note, slaps it on in front of him. Whatever you had written is now his. He pushes the rest of the pad back towards you, kind of tosses the pen. I'm so smart, but I am terrible at algebra. And then he texts back, "No, I meant 90. But this is him actually typing, not burning a psi point for it. I typed 120, but I meant 90 because I'm a fucking moron."
I think like on the post note would have said Zachary, and he was about to paste it on like the food when all of a sudden it disappears and now there's numbers on it, and he's like, "Oh."
Zachary looks at the plate in your hand and goes, "Oh, is that mine?" And he'll take it back.
Yeah, I kept it for you.
Rewrite it. Yeah, so he will text her and say, "But we do vouch for him. He has proven himself more than you can possibly imagine, but he desperately needs training. Our mission cannot fail."
You just get a text back that says, "Understood."
Marcus will pull the visor up and say, "Two birds with one stone. Master Lightforger has been taken care of for now. The Golden Commander will take him in and will train him appropriately for the next 90 days through the training course. And Master Zachary said within the next 90 minutes we will get a vehicle. Not 90 minutes. He said a few hours. I can't do fucking math. Can I have more bacon, please? Min ate all mine.
Here you go.
Hey, here you
Monk
go.
will take out pocket bacon.
Thank you. And he just starts fucking shoveling.
Yeah, in now
What?
just having fun fucking around going back and forth with the voices.
Yeah. When he's handing you bacon, he has an accent. When he's not, he does not. Yeah, and so because that was a very oath bearers thing to do, everybody take an inspiration because truly that was you guys went out on a limb for him and had a true conversation.
Settle down. When you get my 2 fucking 5s in a row with his inspiration,
I'm really
then-
cursing you.
Yeah.
The
Thanks, I
inspiration changed slightly in D&D Beyond, and it threw me off.
Oh yeah, it's called heroic inspiration. That
Yeah,
was
yeah.
stupid. They
Yeah.
felt it necessary to add that.
Also, I'm going to retrieve my pen and post-it notes.
Okay.
And
no-
it'll-
Bunkin will
yeah.
give him back.
Yeah, it's a bunk. Do you still need? Oh, okay. And tuck some in the bag.
Okay. Excellent. That's a
I'd
pretty.
like to think Kira does the child thing of "Can I has?"
Well,
It's
especially
Bunkin
since
goes,
she's-
"Oh yeah."
She saw the pen get thrown. She was just like, it's not a machine, but still.
Oh, it's my good jelly pen. All right, this is a good place to stop for this week. So, thank you guys for that. That was good. I knew it was going to be a lot of roleplay. I did not realize just how much lore we were going to get. So, I'm glad that I'm glad I
So
did
many
spend that
notes.
time prepping for it.
I have to admit, I didn't know when the accent was going to drop, but the moment that I realized just how bad I fucked up trying to do that accent while staying Kraken, I'm like, this is oddly actually a great point to do that.
That's good timing. Yeah.
Was this something you two had planned this whole fucking time?
I didn't know
What,
that
the
he was going to
accent?
drop the accent. I had
Yeah,
no
yeah,
idea.
yeah.
Yeah, no, she didn't even know that
I had
the
no
accent
idea.
was a drop.
Wow.
Nope.
Fuck, man.
I had
that's
no
intense.
clue. That's why when you did it, Kevin was asking me, I'm like, I don't know. That might have just been them. Like I'm not sure.
I looked at her literally and I was like, what the fuck was that? And she was like, oh, you heard that too? I was like, what? Do I need to roll things?
Should I be rolling things?
Yeah,
Alright, let's
no,
see
that
who we
was
can
a
raid,
fully
guys.
in character accent drop.
45 sessions.
I very much love Marcus trying to go back to like focusing on the thing and just like, no, we can talk about the Kraken later. Aegis.
You know, big deal. Fuck the Kraken.
Yeah, fuck
Yeah,
this
but
Kraken.
let's
Hold
talk
up,
about
who are you?
Honestly, with all the cocaine jokes going on, the second I read that it was in character, I was like, wow, he changed accents? Cocaine's one hell of a drug.
This whole session just needs to be titled "Invasion of the Body Snatchers."
Shit.
For real.
Invasion of the Body Snatchers,
Alright, I think
don't
we're
do
gonna go
cocaine.
raid
It's just
Maya
one big
Fuji.
dare ad, pretty much.
Yeah, right, exactly. Don't do drugs.
Stay in school. Don't do drugs.
Yeah, no shit. God bless it.
All right, I'm gonna raid with the stream real quick. I'll be right back.
Hell
All right,
yeah.
guys, thank you for
All right.
hanging out
Also,
tonight.
Candace, I would like to, during the couple hours we're waiting, I would like to send messages to people.
Yeah, go ahead and send them in Discord for sure. Yeah, thanks for hanging
Out
out.
of curiosity, what
Sayru.
time is it going to be? Are we looking at like 10?
Yeah, it'll be about 10 o'clock when we
About
get
10,
started.
okay,
Yeah,
so I mark my
on the
calendar
30th of
again. Yeah.
January, which
Gotcha.
should be Monday. All right, we're gonna go ahead and raid Maya Fuji. I know that I don't say the whole name because I'll mess it up and I don't want to be rude. Thank you guys for hanging out. We'll be back on Tuesday for Crochet and Chill, and then on Wednesday. We're doing Wednesday? Yeah. Then on Wednesday we'll be doing our watch party in Discord. Yeah, and then on Friday we've got more spooky season community night. So we will see you
Good God, that's
guys
a lot of fucking notes.
on
Yeah.
We'll see you guys on
Dude, it's
Tuesday.
just
Thank
2.5
for
pages of notes.
chilling. Yeah.
And if you're one of
Alright,
them is
see you guys.
what the fuck, Aegis?
Aegis' real name is Angus Campbell, son of hospitality. Semicolon, what in the fuck was the drop in accent? Was my note.
Okay, so to be fair, I had kind of mentioned it to Candace before, but it wasn't anything that I had like fully stated because